Don't worry, guys. If you make it out of here alive, I'm sending you to a much nicer place.
Oh, wonderful.
That's nice.
That's
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's from getting here to there. That's the trick.
That's the trick, yeah.
You'll be able to buy pants.
Wearing
I can
pants.
buy pants now.
Who needs pants?
You're going to be made fun of for your lack of pants. Anyway,
We have pants, don't we?
you have thongs.
We are a desert people. We have pants.
If basically what he's trying to imply is that if he does not get this mask back to this gentleman, then Odin's word is not worth reveal.
No, it's fair.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah,
That's
not
very
she's gonna
bad.
get some bad Yelp reviews.
It's like the word of Odin on Fate. Yelp reviews.
It's like
1 out of 5
great
stars.
food, great food. Stuff gets stolen though.
Well,
Service is okay.
I want to imagine that just like somebody, just like there's a Yelp page about Odin, and there's just like internet trolls just writing a really bad review.
Odin can't keep an eye on one mask.
Oh.
He's only got one.
But by internet trolls, you totally mean frost giants, right? Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
obviously.
100%. I'm just now
Like,
just this imagining guy's a total frost frost giants giant. on the internet.
Okay. What was that, Sam?
The audience is cheering a lot for Howie. There's a lot of like really good ones. It's Howie, Wowie, Howie, Howie, Zowie. Break the douche-a-door.
Door! Oh my god! Yes! I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I want that on a
How many
shirt
people-
now.
We're live.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan. I have a hold of the reins on this D20 live adventure we're about to go on. This is the Miami Nights series, where everything is as if it were a stylized version of the 80s, where sunset is always setting or raising, depending on your point of view. All cars are convertibles, and our heroes, even though they do constant wrong, can do almost no wrong, it seems. I would like to lead with my good friend Mike. Will you please tell us about your character?
Hi everyone, my name is Mike and I am playing Anton Kalashnikov today, God's greatest mistake, and single-handedly contributing to the department's car budget.
But your car is in pristine condition. What are you talking about, Mike?
Not any other car on the road is.
So, tell us your character's name and what he does.
That's a good question. I think Kalashnikov's a cop, but there's no way to guarantee that. His
By
name is
default.
specifically Jonathan Johann Antov Kalashnikov. He thinks he's a police officer, but the last time I think we had him, he stole a AC-10 Warthog.
Something insane like that, yes.
Yeah. Put it into a stall, landed it onto a oil rig, and then proceeded to lose it because he wasn't allowed to have nice things.
You're allowed nice things, just very temporarily.
Yeah. On more than one occasion, his golden plan for getting into a room was wrapping a shirt around his head, crashing through the window so the glass wouldn't get in his eyes, and then opening fire randomly. He's not a well man. He's not okay. He's like cheese that's gone bad all the way through.
Okay. Next up, let's see Dave. Dave, why don't you tell us about your character?
Hey everybody, it's Dave. Friendly neighborhood Dave. I am reprising my role as Remington Remy Colt. I'm a cop on the edge. I trust no one, and I trust this cadre of seemingly immortal, bullet dodging, hood sliding, ne'er-do-well pseudo cops. I'm a lot of the time I'm just along for the ride, but
We're gonna make sure. All right.
Yeah.
Next up, Tom. What are we looking at as far as what you're bringing to the table?
Hello, everyone. My name's Tom, or Western Tom, since there's two of us now. I will be playing.
There isn't one retired.
Oh yeah, right.
You're the only.
That's right.
You've taken priority.
There can be only one.
You've succeeded him.
Then I am regular Tom now. D20 Live in the 404s. I will be playing Jared Hammer, Channel 5 Action News. You might remember him from his stint as the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, or that time he took down a dictatorship on the foreign side in a Die Hard situation. But now he's back in Miami with the action, going to show you where the action is with his ever-faithful cameraman, Oslo, there.
Yes. And Sam, with your terrible character that won't seem to go away. Your very own Heinrich von Gaubenschlaben.
Yep.
Tell us about your character.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sam, the production manager, and I'm playing Yoko Ono, which I believe is the transfer officer from Japan.
We never decided.
Well, she's got
No,
Wushu Kung Fu, which also means that she's technically from China.
I think that was the whole point
Well,
you made, was that you were so fucking
It
inaccurate.
was the Asian character.
Yeah.
Just,
Yes.
you know, just
You're the unspecified Asian character,
Which
so
is
you could pull from
probably-
like all of Asia in general.
which is probably played by Hawaiian actress, obviously, because that's how this works.
Yep.
I believe
Makes perfect
you
sense.
hail from the Orient. If we want to be racist about this.
All right. We do have announcements, by the way, Jordan.
Yes, go ahead. We are done with the intros.
So in 2 weeks' time, we will be doing Blaze in the Dark with Sam.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And 2 weeks after that, we will be returning to Video Game Expendables. Followed by 2 weeks after that, we will be returning with Jordan and the Dune stream before we go into the D20 Live charity stream. So that's it for
I'm a
announcements.
Battletoad.
With more information on that as we get to it. It's all yours, Jordan.
Excellent.
Let's make a terrible
So-
fucking game.
I just realized I have two different news reporter characters. Why did I do this to myself?
I don't know, Tom, you do this all the time. And also, like, they're all about 80s, and also, maybe sometimes about drugs.
Oh,
I'm
this is gonna
sensing
be
a theme. A theme deep down in my soul.
Here we go.
All right.
Everyone shut up. We enter the scene at the police station.
Can I crash?
You're all there. And, what, sorry?
Can I crash my car into the sea?
You just started.
You're already in the scene. So
Damn
it's
it.
I'm starting us off in the midst of the scene.
Okay.
Where you're in the captain's office, or lieutenant, the loot,
LT.
and you are getting chewed out.
Oh.
My
Again.
father's still here.
That's it, Kalashnikov.
What?
You and your team of goons have screwed up for the last time.
I'm the leader?
That was your first mistake, LT.
Not only did you cost this city a fortune with your callous disregard for property, but you've also caused the mayor to put this entire department under investigation.
Why? What did we do wrong? Say it.
You forced me into this. I need your gun and badge, Kalashnikov.
You can't, sir. Who am
Whatever
I if I'm not
magic
a
you've
cop?
worked with the DEA and being a media sensation isn't going to save you this time. You're done in this town.
But literally, we're out of crime.
There's too much of a liability, Kalashnikov.
And so's a
Gun.
nuclear warhead, sir, but we keep those around.
Gun and badge.
Can I kiss it first before we go?
What?
When do I get it back?
I don't... Jesus, just give it a...
But I want to know when I get it back.
You don't. You're being fired.
Oh no! It's worse than I thought.
Yeah, what did you think this was?
I thought this was a temporary medical leave of absence. I've been crying a lot in the bathroom.
Please don't turn this into an HR problem in the first 30 seconds of the game.
I thought this was a medical leave, sir. I thought you were worried about me and my mental health.
No, you took out millions of dollars of damages on your last
I have
escapades.
PTSD.
So you guys from outside of the office, because it's just Kalashnikov getting screamed at. You just hear, all you hear is like, whoa, 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 blah, 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 and Kalashnikov, blah, 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 and here's a blah, 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 just getting screamed at.
I don't think you can get PTSD from self-inflicted PTSD.
Self-inflicted PTSD.
I've done some horrible things.
There's a scary man in the mirror who follows me everywhere.
That's you.
Oh,
You've
no,
been-
He's in my bedroom.
You've been stop.
I keep shooting him, but he's immune to bullets.
You've been put. Oh my god.
You've been putting holes in your apartment wall.
Through my neighbors, technically.
Neighbors
Every
hate
night
you.
he wakes up screaming.
Okay, I do to in the interest of brevity, I will turn in my gun and badge, but like we have to
But,
imagine
so-
that several hours of this shit passes. Just
Yes.
cross stream of consciousness bullshit. But in the interest
Yes.
of brevity and my tears, let's end this shit.
Oh, that's funny. So you hand in your guns and badges, and you are left to your own devices.
Oh, mine too.
Yes, all of you. You got all fired, all of you.
Ah.
Even Jared
I can
Hammer,
do
even
it.
though he wasn't employed.
What?
Technically, this isn't my district. I was transferred here temporarily. I'm supposed
Yeah,
to
he
take
can't
up-
fire you. You're not fired. Sam's not fired.
I don't work for this guy. Like, I'm here as a guest.
Monsieur.
He takes the junior officer badge you got when you came in one time.
No! My nephew's ego will be destroyed!
Miss Yoko, can I ask you for a favor? Oh, sorry, I should speak in your native language.
No, don't.
Bonjour. May I borrow your badge to stop crime on
No.
occasion? Just on Friday.
No.
Okay. MRSA.
No.
So later on that evening, you guys are just hanging out, I'm assuming drinking, doing the 80s cop thing when you're not at work.
Baker Street is playing on the fucking jukebox.
Mike, what kind of house did your character live in?
My character has a home?
I'm assuming so. In the 80s, you could afford like an apartment for like 45 cents in a dream.
Yeah, probably. It's got to be like the cheap. Because here's the thing, Kalashnikov feels like the kind of guy who would immerse himself in crime just to be better at dealing with crime and recognizing it. So he probably has an apartment in like the skeeviest part of town with like a mattress on like shipping crate, like the shipping pallets.
Oh my god! I always pictured you having a houseboat.
Oh god, it might have been a houseboat. Oh, that
You could have a trailer on the beach, dude.
What was
You
it?
could be like Ricky and sleep in your car.
No, I think it legitimately is a houseboat.
I think it's a
I
houseboat,
think it's a
right?
houseboat. Yeah.
I think
How's
we're
that going?
all
Chat-
thematically required to have a houseboat.
Chat, if you guys remember what the hell my apartment is, let's just assume that whatever nice apartment I had has been downgraded to the houseboat.
So, middle of the night, Kalashnikov, you get a call. I want you to roll. What stats do you have that I can abuse?
Not intelligence.
Oh, don't worry, I wasn't looking at that. Let's
Sure.
do a fitness. Yeah, just do a fitness roll. So let's see if a fitness roll will go
Alright,
through.
so I believe that's 2d6 plus the
4.
4, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Alright, because that's the standard roll for the system.
So it's going to be a pretty toughy roll. I want to see if you get it.
It's 11. It's alright, it's not great.
It's 11. That's higher than I thought you were going to get. Okay, so you are still relatively conscious when you get this phone message. Because if it was under 10, you were going to be blackout drunk. So you're like barely conscious, right?
Jonathan Johann Aston Anton Kalashnikov at your service. Currently unemployed.
You hear like a scratchy sort of sound in the background, sort of like he's kind of using whoever's calling you is using sort of like one of those big, thick 80s cell phones you used to see in Saved by the Bell. You know those ones? Mm-hmm. Kalashnikov, it's Norm. Buddy Ranch.
Norm, are you
in trouble?
Are you a robot now?
Need help. So much trouble. Bring help.
Where are you?
And then he's Bunny Ranch.
What's the address?
And then you hear the sound of a gun going off in the background and the call ends.
Hey, oh, damn it. I didn't cop that well at all. Man, I really need my badge back.
It's like, maybe I should have been fired.
Ooh, man, I really lose buffs to my abilities when I lose that. I gotta call everyone else. All right. First of all, I need a way to transport myself there, and that means a helicopter. No.
Well, so just for context, for your character, you would know who Norm is. He's an old buddy of yours.
Yes.
He is a government agent. You were friends with in the academy. He didn't end up becoming a cop. He ended up going off and doing something else, and he ended up contacting you a couple of years ago, just to let you know that he's in like a government agency type of situation. Yeah. So, but he's like, it's Norm, bring help, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
so first I call Jared.
Yes.
Do you want us to roleplay that?
If you want to, sure.
Jared
Hammer here. What can I do, Kalashnikov?
Jared, I've got a problem. A friend of mine may have been fatally shot. At least a gun was fired in his area. I have to go to his place and... He's an old friend of mine. I need to borrow your helicopter. Also, you can be in the helicopter with me.
Kalashnikov, this is a reckless, off-the-books, undangerous, uncharted. Everything will be held directly to us. I've never felt this action! Let's fly!
All right, let me get the other two.
The other two goons.
I call up...
No. I'll pick them up on the way.
Well, we gotta warn... I'll call them and let them know that you're coming, because otherwise it might be another helicopter situation where we get shot at again.
Sure, fine.
All right. I call up Remington. Remy!
I start looking for the phone, but I'm just in these silk pajamas, in a mankini, just whole ass hanging out, and I'm tiptoeing over the hose, tiptoeing over the bitches. Oh no, shit! I finally find my football phone. This is Remington.
Remy, it's Kalashnikov. We've got a job. Well, we don't. It may not pay. A friend of mine may have been shot at.
Say no more. I'll be on the balcony.
All right. The helicopter will be around. Got to now try to communicate with Miss Ono.
Well, best of luck.
Thank you. So mystical.
The only speech impediment you have is yours.
My mom always said my only speech impediment was my cripplingly bad personality. Anyway. You ready, Sam?
Seems legit.
Call her up.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Ono. I know you can't understand me.
Oh my God.
No, wait. No, you can. I can't understand you. So say nothing. But tap the phone twice if you agree. A friend of mine may have been shot at his bunny ranch. The helicopter's coming round to pick you up. Also, the other two have said yes.
Wait, hold on. His bunny ranch?
Yes.
He owns rabbits.
No, I think they're whores.
What?
I don't know.
Wait, is this the bunny ranch or his bunny ranch?
I don't know. I don't ask those kind of questions.
Okay, hang on.
It's true, he didn't ask those questions at all.
He was shot very quickly in the conversation. I don't really have a lot of details.
I'm gonna call the lieutenant.
No!
We're going.
No! The helicopter's coming to get you!
And I can still call.
No, you can't. You don't have a cell phone. It's a landline.
You're calling me. I can call him.
No, the helicopter's on its way. Gather your stuff. This is an overnight trip. You're a lady. You need to pack for yourself. I'm respecting you. That's feminism.
I'm gonna hang up now.
I love how you're explaining to her what feminism is. That's awful.
No.
There is a
very 80s.
It's very 80s. There is a fucking rotten part of my brain that wakes up when I play Kalashnikov, and it should not ever.
It's so funny because it's so appropriate for the time period.
All right.
Terrible.
Jared's coming to pick you up in the helicopter.
pick me up last. I'll call
Yeah,
lieutenant.
I don't know what.
I grab
orders-
everybody in the. I grab everybody in the gyrocopter and I head straight to Kalashnikov's houseboat.
I'm still putting on pants when you finally drop the line and pick me up.
In the middle of the phone call with the lieutenant.
I'm having a goodbye conversation with my car. Because we can't take it.
You should.
Can't take it on the helicopter, right? You won't let me.
Yeah. Nope. It's not a Chinook. It's a regular ass helicopter.
Without bungee cords, anything is possible. But my baby's been through a lot, so I'm just like, hey, girl, need to tell you that deep down I've never loved as I've loved you.
IRL fun tidbit. I was actually in a Chinook about an hour ago.
Neat.
At the air show.
The stars have aligned perfectly.
Right.
It's a long and protracted goodbye as we get on. As I get on.
So you guys are all collected by Jared Hammer. And as you guys make your way to the airport, do you have any questions, or do you guys want to try to see if you can figure out via each other where? Have you heard of the Bunny Ranch? Do you guys know where it is?
I'm still attempting to pour myself into these leather pants, so hold on.
Attaboy.
This is my information, so should I use reasoning and investigation? Or
Yeah, see if you can jog your booze-addled memory, and maybe you've heard of something or a report or whatever.
I think I'm going to go this entire episode with only like a a button down that's undone.
All right.
And it's just my treasure trail is leading up to my nips.
13 huge. Oh my god, Dave. Jesus Christ.
Are you just going to be having the open robe the whole time? It's billowing in the wind of the helicopter as you're doing this debriefing.
We're transcending into a Michael Bay film.
Dave describing his treasure trail like physically assaulted me, so
I missed this game.
So fuck, I don't remember where we are anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Airport.
Airport. So you guys fly to the airport. You on the way, you kind of confer with each other and talk about it, and you kind of in Kalashnikov. You remember reading some reports about a place in Nevada that was well known bordello in the area. It's kind of one of those things that the police have kind of overlooked a little bit because it's the 80s and it's a little sketchy out there.
Also, they may
Especially
have retirement parties there.
They may or may not have retirement parties there. Who's to say? So you've heard of this place, and you're just not sure where it is, but you definitely know it's in Nevada.
Like one of the
So
last
I pass that information
licensed-
along to everyone else. So
Yes.
presumably, if we find a man who looks well, fucked professional.
You just look across the helicopter. There's me. What?
Hello. Blonde mustache like furling in the breeze.
Damn it.
So Yoko, what did you say to the lieutenant? Like, what did you call him about exactly?
I called the lieutenant and I said, "Sir, I know that you told me to keep an eye on Kalashnikov. He's decided he's going to go to Nevada for some strange fucking reason. I think he said his government friend was shot there at the Bunny Ranch. So I'm going to make sure that he stays out of trouble and does not accidentally say that he is a police officer still."
I am in my
Okay, so all you hear is like a bottle opening in the background.
Are we talking like the thunk of a hard liquor bottle, not a beer?
Yeah, like the screw cap. Like nothing good, you know what I mean? And he's like, all you hear is like heavy breathing for a second, and he's like, "Is this my jurisdiction?"
And it's Nevada.
So no.
Oh.
Good luck to you, Ono. And he hangs up the phone.
He's someone else's problem now.
It was literally. It's just so that the way the LT doesn't go, "Where the fuck did you go?" Right? It's just like, no, I'm literally keeping Kalashnikov from killing people at this point.
Harming others and himself.
He just got let go, and they haven't officially given him his fired papers yet.
So it's still technically a cop till I get them.
No, you're not a cop. You're still employed.
Yeah.
Is it like a subpoena? If you outrun it for long enough, they have to keep paying.
I'm still a cop as long as I stay one step ahead of Antoine.
HR.
Tracking me for 3 days.
As long as that
It's
pink
one of
slip
the
doesn't
HR
touch
guys who try to hunt you down.
As long as that pink slip doesn't hit me, I'm never fired. I'm just on sabbatical.
So
Just unpaid sabbatical. Yeah.
you guys, I'm assuming you're just gonna fly to Nevada as per normal people.
Yeah.
Yes,
You behave
normal
yourself
people.
on the plane or
There's-
whatever.
I know 80s planes. There is so much chain smoking on that plane. I'm pretty sure it gives all of us low key incredible fucking exhaustion.
and the booze just never stops because it was totally cool at the time to just get you drunk so you'd pass out and not bother the stewardess.
Yep. At
Yup.
some point, probably early in the flight, though, Kalashnikov was walked up to the front of the cockpit and asked to fly the plane.
I'm sure that you did, and they've got their eye on you now.
Yeah.
This before or after they installed the locks on the doors?
Oh, it was before.
you
They
know it was
installed-
before.
Oh,
They installed
no.
locks after 2000. Well, obviously.
Yes.
2011, But that's not
So
fun.
you fly to Nevada.
2001.
You land, and I guess you are now in the airport out terminal. There are car rentals that you can get at the time, like most normal airports. You see the rental guy. He looks over at you, and he's pretty sketchy looking. You kind of caught him out of the corner of your eye with your cop vision. And he's like, "Hey, you guys! Hey, come here."
I copied on the wall.
You what?
Jordan doesn't know what Kabidan means.
So,
Hang on. So basically, Kabidan is like, you know when like a guy is like right up in a girl's face and like slams the wall against like it's his hand against the wall, like right behind like her head.
Uh huh.
That's Kabidan.
Aggressive. Okay, so you. This guy's behind a desk, and somehow you managed to pin him against the wall at the same time. I don't
He's
know
just
how.
leaning over the desk, like really close, extending his arms super far. Hello.
I feel like I kept moving towards him, then I got on the desk and he backed up as a reflexive action, and then I was in front of him and I went boom.
Okay, you just like reached across the desk. Okay, he's like, hey, man. Okay. You guys look like you're here for a boys weekend, right?
She's a woman.
Hell yeah.
I mean, oh yeah.
Are you being a sexist pig, sir?
Just leave it alone.
No.
Oh God.
No. I just, I thought that you guys might want a little fun while you're in town. I got this map here that I think that you could definitely use. And I look like confusingly and maybe like a little bit nervously over at Yoko Ono.
Show us your map.
He takes it out of his. He's just gonna like have his hands up because you're scaring the shit out of him. Because you're clearly unhinged as shit.
Yeah.
And he's gonna reach into his concierge jacket because he's an airport employee, and he's gonna bring out a map of Nevada, and he's gonna put it on the table, and he'd be like, "That'll be $200.
I have coin if you have wares.
I have wares if you have cash."
Question though. I
What?
flick open the map to look at it. What are you gonna? How much does it cost to have a photographic memory?
You don't.
Do you have a photographic memory?
And this map has no value. And I'm just and I'm flailing it around so the others can see it so they can get a good look. I don't know that.
Wait. Does Oslo have a photographic memory? Out of all the people here, he's the only one who might be sane enough to do that.
I don't
What
know.
if his
He's not
camera
my
is just
character.
rolling?
Yeah, it could just be his
What if
camera.
Oslo's camera is just rolling?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I don't know. Can you?
It's
I
an
don't
80s
know.
camera. The tapes they had were pretty good actually. It was just when it got
Yeah,
converted
were
to
they?
HD, it was shit.
Oslo just got a photo of it. It's just he's been recording the whole time.
I
It
hate
zoomed
this.
right in. Oh, yep, there's the address.
I
Ooh,
hate
directions
this.
too.
So he snatches his map back, and he's from you, and he's just like, "$200. I'll show you where the good time is." If not, you can go figure it out on your own.
What kind of time is a good time?
Good time with ladies. And he says that like wicked creepy, like ladies. Like, ugh.
What kind of a good
I'll
time?
be a good time, lad.
What? Like the only time? What?
What kind of a good time?
Like a sexy good time.
I don't think he knows what sex is.
Oh no!
I
Did we just learn a truth about it?
Look, I don't know, man. I just get a cut for sending people there. Do you want the map or not?
What's there? You haven't answered any of my questions.
I don't
It's
think he knows what
it's a
sex
it's called the Bunny Ranch. It's it's a bordello. It's meant for people like you and them and whatever. Do you want to go or not?
Well, I have an interest in going, but I'm also.
I bet you do. Most guys do.
Okay. Is it a good bunny ranch?
I'm gonna
It's
slide two Benjamins.
Oh, thank
towards
God.
him. Just
every time you open your mouth.
Oh, thank God. And he takes the money and slides the map over to Dave.
I can.
And he's like, "Do you guys want a car rental or no?"
yeah, okay.
I need a 1959 pink Cadillac specifically.
You're getting what we have in stock, sir.
I hate you.
Oh, I hope it's a Chio.
I hate you more. I don't know if you were coming on to me or interrogating me or whatever the hell was going on. You got right up in my shit.
I'll have you know, if
You're
I
making
were
this really
romancing you,
uncomfortable.
you would have understood that.
I don't think so.
I would have brought.
I don't think I
flowers.
would have.
I would have brought a nice Valentine's card, even
Really?
though it's June.
Jordan, are you gonna bless us with the world's most futuristic car? I believe it was the Pinto.
No. So what rolls up in front of you guys is the GMC Shaggin' Wagon.
What the fuck is the GMC
Huh?
wagon?
It's a station wagon
Oh,
that has lots and lots of room in the back for activities.
and
Oh,
it
good
notoriously came with shag carpeting.
It's a suburban station wagon with no seatbelts. It's brown with wood paneling on the side and ample room in the back for activities.
Is that the Buick Estate?
I don't know what the name of anything is. I'm calling it the Shaggin' Wagon, like they name cars in Grand Theft Auto.
I'm going to drive, I think. I call
Okay.
dibs on driving because I always wanted to drive a V12 land yacht.
Rather big.
Is this because I crash
While
all
these
the other
guys are
cars?
all getting into the van and are obviously trying to touch the least amount of the van possible as they're getting in and
Yeah.
out, Jared's
it's
gonna
a
go.
station wagon. It's like a car with way too much trunk on it.
While they're doing that, Jared's gonna go, "You guys have fun. I've made other arrangements." At this point, there's the sound of burning rubber behind as the Channel 6 Action News van drives in. "I called ahead to the sister station of Nevada. We can still go live!"
Well, there you go.
That man's on a different level that I can only admire.
You
So-
know what? We'll take both.
I feel like that Yoko Ono is also developing a cluster headache.
Yoko, which car would you like to take?
I don't know.
See my awesome feminism?
It's like both choices are awful.
All
You
right,
get to
Remy,
choose which
I'm in the
screaming
car with
maniac
you.
you wanna
Let's
deal with.
Duke it. Can I bounce off the glass?
What are you gonna do?
Both choices are awful.
Try and slide over
Are you
the
kidding me?
bounce.
We had one of those.
Now.
You know, the back, the floor in the back over the spare tire would fold up into the, well, what do they used to call them? A rumbler seat?
Yep.
Oh my eyes.
So you could look out backwards from the car.
We can't
You
figure
could
out
watch
why everyone from the 80s has car sickness.
Yep.
Okay. So, you know, and you're able to tell from the map that the Bunny Ranch is, like you said, is the bordello in the middle of the Nevada desert. It's off-grid and out of the way of prying eyes. It is off the main road and must be reached by car. It's too far on foot because of, desert. So you guys can drive out there if you'd like. Or would you rather kind of just explore a little bit, or would you like to roleplay a little, or what are we feeling? Do we want to proceed?
I think I've roleplayed enough, and anyone else can do that now.
Never.
Fair. If I might make one little suggestion for two of our
Sure.
guys.
What's that?
You had your guns and badges removed, meaning you are unarmed after coming out of this airplane.
I'll find something.
Thank God we're in Nevada, which I believe has some of the loosest gun laws ever. So maybe stock up.
Oh, and by the way, concierge man, are there any
Yes.
gun shows going on right now?
You guys turned around and walked away. He's like, "Oh God, they're back!" Asking about gun shows, terrifying. He turns to his like super old monochrome computer and taps some shit into it, and you can see like text scrolling down. And he's like, "Yeah, there's one off in the convention center down the street, actually."
All right.
That's creepy and weird that you guys had asked at the same time. Are you here for the gun show?
Yes,
We
we're
are
here
the
for the
gun
gun
show.
show.
I've already got a terrible plan for how to get all the guns.
Okay.
We don't need all the guns.
We need a lot of guns. We have a station wagon.
Don't bring me along for this. I am still a police officer.
So am I.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. You don't have a gun or a badge.
They
Running
haven't
from the
fired
pig
me
slip.
yet.
Okay, so you guys want to go to the gun show? Let's
Hell
see
yeah.
what we can do, because I'm assuming you brought your ID and shit. So you walk into a Nevada gun show with your Florida IDs, and this is already sketchy. So what are we doing here? Mike, what would you like to say to the nice people around you who are trying to sell you weapons?
Oh, God.
Because it's all very quiet and tame, and everyone's being super chill, except there's just covered in guns. Like everything's just guns everywhere. Everywhere.
Bad plans showed up in my skull.
Well, pick one.
It's like, all right. Now, he gets everyone in a circle. Does anyone want me to use the bad plan to get us free guns?
No.
No.
Okay, then I'm
Well,
out of
shit.
because they're all bad.
They're all terrible.
You know what? I'm gonna call this a win. You admitted they're all bad.
Thank you. I need a reward. And I walk over to the
Well, he's not getting chocolate. He's trying to watch his waist. So, I mean, he's going to get himself a pistol. It's called positive reinforcement, Yoko.
Are there any free sample guns of some kind here?
Oh, this isn't Costco.
Carrying them around on the tray.
Like Derringers? No!
Yeah, free Derringer with every admission.
Derringers can't get
Oh,
shit.
God.
Be beating a man to death with a gun. All right, look. Everyone's needing to get real cool with some very illegal shit in a hurry, because I'm about to get us guns. Okay?
Well, you're not a cop anymore, so you tell me what's up.
Cool. First, I
I'm
pull the
just
fire
browsing.
alarm.
Oh no.
Classic.
Then I look
All
and I
right.
remember what decade I'm in and go, oh shit, I think it was a Russian over there, and watches the entire room.
I remember what decade I'm in. It was a commie.
Was that a communist bastard? Go get him, guys, for America.
I would like you to roll me a check. We're gonna do creativity because you're making shit up, and street cred, maybe, I guess.
Okay, I have more in that than I should.
Yeah.
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 Oh no!
Oh no!
What was it? What was it?
It was an 8.
It's an 8.
8.
Am I in the wrong roll 20 room?
It's a strong possibility, dude.
There are 2 of them.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so let's say.
Wait. As the chat
what's up?
put, there's a normal success donated from the chat.
I'll take that.
Oh,
I-
damn! Good
I will
timing.
take that.
Yeah,
timing.
explicitly for the guns.
Okay, so you get a normal success. So you manage to convince a bunch of the more libertarian weirdos that there are Russians invading their gun show, and they cannot have that shit.
Yeah, it's like Red Dawn. Avenge
So
me!
you can't have it. Red Dawn, and everyone's like, "What?" And you're like, "Nothing. Go." And you're like, okay.
I've seen Red Dawn. They have guns.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Is that when it came out? Okay, my bad.
The Swayze Red Dawn. Hang on.
Yeah, that's great. it's perpetually 80s, this would be like essential viewing for everybody.
1984. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Sorry. Okay, yes. Then everyone knew you were talking about. And they're all hyped up from Red Dawn. And Red Dawn gave you a +2 to your roll.
Yeah.
So there you go. So you managed to fool not everyone, mind you. Everyone's kind of like looking around like, oh my god, what's going on? But there's a couple of people who are like, what? Oh my god! And they kind of like take like faltering steps away from their display towards where you're pointing at a person who just happens to be leaving, kind of thing. And so you end up, you're standing at this table alone for like 2 or 3 seconds. What do you got?
I steal. Sorry.
Okay.
Police acquire.
Okay, so what would you like to acquire? Are we talking about like machine gun or like an SMG or a pistol or
some reasonable stuff? A couple of pistols.
just something you can kind of stick into your pockets and shit like
some
that?
grenades.
You know, a charcuterie board, levels of guns.
Yeah.
Just kind of scooping it into your pockets.
Yeah. Just kind of got my undershirt just going like.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you stole a couple of handguns. I'm gonna say a shotgun or 2, and then like a grenade, because let's not get greedy. And then we'll say that you definitely are able to be like, oh shit, I don't feel so good, and like you run out of the building, kind of thing.
And now we're armed. You're welcome. Did you bring your gun on the plane?
Yes, because I'm a cop.
And so am I.
You're not a cop.
Yes, I am.
You are
In my soul, there's a badge. Anyway.
All right. So you're now armed. Do you feel better?
Yeah. I also hand out weaponry to people who need it.
Excellent. Well done. So now, where are you going? What are you doing?
We should go to the bunny ranch, unless there's something else you feel we should look at, GM.
I don't think so. I think that you guys have covered it with robbing some people and becoming suddenly much more dangerous than you originally intended to be. So at this point, you, as I didn't anticipate you having weapons this early, so hooray! Upon reaching the
Look, a
bordello,
plan! Be a shame if we put a wrench right in the middle of it.
You sons of bitches. Okay, so you go there and you're driving through the desert, locking and loading. I'm assuming you just kind of went to Walmart and bought a bunch of ammo or something like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then you roll in to the bunny ranch. It's definitely in the middle of nowhere. It's been a dusty, bumpy ride. The station wagon did not take it well.
Especially with the grenade in the back.
Hopefully he kept the pin in.
Yeah.
Sometimes it ticks.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just
Like,
the two of us, Dave, driving along, bouncing on this dusty ass road? Every so often you see the grenade go up, and we're like, maybe we should tape that down.
Just cuts to the other car for a second. Aren't you glad you're in this car and not that car?
Colin
Yeah.
DeLorean has resubscribed. Thank you, Colin DeLorean.
Thank you, Colin. Thanks, Colin.
Welcome back.
So upon reaching the bordello, it's a large, almost Victorian house set very off-puttingly in the middle of the desert. It's very strange. This is how I've never actually seen the bunny ranch. This is how I'm imagining it. So that's what we're doing. And so it's a large house. It's got a big wraparound porch all the way around it. It's got like grounds and gardens and stuff and fountains, like which is just odd for a place that's so off grid. It's like, how did they manage to do this? And there are cars in the parking lots, but they're not cars that you're traditionally used to. They're very a lot of them are dune buggies. A lot of them are just like broken down, really modded, like weird cars that you've never seen before. So, out of the front as you pull up comes a woman. She walks out. She's a tall, waspish older woman with an air of superiority and a sense of knowing her station in the world. And in her opinion, and from her facial expression, it's substantially above yours.
Tip has also donated 100 bits for Sam's sanity. Thank you, Tip.
Thank you. She comes out and she looks at you and kind of scans everyone, sort of thing. And she says, Mr. Kalashnikov?
I am that man.
We've been expecting you and your companions.
These are my colleagues and equals in every respect.
At this, she raises an eyebrow and smiles a surprisingly warm smile at you specifically. She says, your stature and presence were much understated, I must say.
What the hell's happening?
Remy's
She's
just
flirting with
standing
me, man.
there and
No!
Hang on.
in
A moment,
leather
madam.
pants,
Madam, may I have-
snakeskin boots, and shirt open. Hair pulled back into a ponytail with a trucker cap on.
Nice.
Yes, refined.
A moment, ma'am, if I may. I gather the others. What's going on here? Why is she talking to me like this?
Yes. Yes, she is.
She's trying to butter you up.
She doesn't have any butter.
And you kind of look over and she's like taking a button down from her shirt, just like opened it just a little bit. You can't see anything, but you got more cleavage going on.
What do I do?
She's giving you the all signs, man.
No,
Go for it.
No, don't
right.
do that. This might be a crime scene.
All right, what am I going for?
Just because we're not in Miami doesn't mean we're not doing this the Miami way, Yoko. Oh no.
I think legitimately Kalashnikov doesn't know what sex is, and I'm scared. Because once he finds out what it
Me
is,
too.
he made
Me too.
stop.
Me too. Oslo, make sure you get every second of this.
No!
It's either going to be playing at his wedding or his funeral.
No!
Both tacky.
I go back to the Madam, may I have the pleasure of your name?
Of course. And she kind of does a little bit of a bow and she kind of offers her hand. I am Mistress Trouble. You may refer to me as Madam.
Very well, Madam Trouble. I don't really have anything to add to that sentence. I was called here by an associate of mine who recommended this location for its incredible services.
Of course. We've been expecting you. We were told that you were going to be coming from your friend.
Really?
What was his name? Would you we see so many people here, I can't recall it.
Oh, he'll turn up.
Oh, don't worry.
He'll turn up. Now tell me about you, madam. Now that implies a great deal of experience in professional matters, if I'm not mistaken, here at this
I
location.
am
And the services that
madam.
you offer that I clearly know about.
Yes, well, I am the madam. I am the owner, proprietress, and sometimes performer of this wonderful bordello. I'm sure you've heard of those where you come from.
Yes, I have.
So we have many sights and sounds and sensations to show you. Puzzle box. We we'll more than welcome to step inside out of this awful heat.
I like the heat. It keeps me hot.
What? I think Sam might have been the only one that heard that.
I like the heat. It keeps me hot.
Okay.
Indeed, Mr. Kalashnikov, the heat does keep one hot, but I know other ways to heat up a person.
Well, as the madam, you obviously know all of the services offered here and can give an adequate example of all of them to someone as if they didn't know what was going on here, but clearly do. I would like to see
Explain it to me as if I was 5.
Kalashnikov, I'm gonna say this with all due respect.
Yo,
Shush.
man.
Let's get in there.
Okay.
I love how the chat is like Kalashnikov thinks sex is the Thigh Master commercial.
How'd they put that on TV?
They was telling me sex sells, but is that what they're doing? Hawking products? Is that sex?
Okay,
Five
so
commercial.
Jesus Christ. So you guys are invited inside. As you walk in, the place is a shambles. There are girls and party stuff all over, cups overturned, people in various states of undress all over the place. There are signs that you guys missed a massive party slash orgy. and that it's pretty obvious that these are regular occurrences at this place. You're in the midst of the midday cleanup phase.
Does anyone else want to actually take an action? Because I've been in the lead for a bit.
You know what? I'll step forward.
All right.
Madam. So.
Yes. Sorry, what was your name?
I am Remington Colt.
Remington? Oh, Colt. You don't tell me. Maybe we can find somebody interested in that last name of yours.
Oh my. Perhaps in a moment. But show us your wares. We have coin.
So there are, she kind of takes you through a tour of the house as best she can, kind of stepping over people and things. She says, apologies for the mess. We had a bit of a rager last night, as you can see. We are in the midst of cleaning up. This should be all rectified by the time the night service comes around. The girls are napping currently, but I can definitely show you the extent of the house. Or would you like to just kind of wander here and there? Because there are anything that would be off limits would be pretty obvious. So you can kind of entertain yourselves while I go and assist with the cleanup. Would you prefer that, or would you like to have an escort?
If you got a pool table, we can waste some time with some brew.
Can I get a sandwich?
I don't know if the kitchen's open, but
just
perhaps we can ask
Kalashnikov's the kind who goes to the strip club and is like, "What's the buffet like?"
hey, a buffet at a strip club sounds fucking awesome.
I hope they have large sneeze guards.
Also true.
All right, so you are in the building. You are being loosely watched by the proprietress, but you guys are in the lounge sort of bar area. Is there anything that you'd like to do in this building? Because you know that Norm was here, and you knew that Norm was in trouble at the Bunny Ranch, so that's kind of coming together for you a little bit here. But yeah, other than the weirdness of this place, nothing really seems off kilter to you right away. Again, because you don't really have a lot of experience. You have experience being a badass cop in Miami and dealing with Miami things, but bordellos aren't a thing in Miami, so this is a little bit new for you.
Well, I have an idea. I would like to try and investigate to see if I can find where the bullet went that I heard over the phone.
Okay. You can definitely investigate. That sounds like a great idea.
Thank you.
The rest of you, would you like to do any actions or just kind of hang out or like take in the vibe of the place? Like, how would you like to interact with this environment per se?
I mean, I think Jared is also going to do his own private investigation work because as a not cop, he sees things differently than, the rest of the group.
Okay. Well, Mike, you have awareness and investigation, so if you'd like to combine those together and then roll 2d6, I think that that would be a pretty good roll for you to make.
And I'm making it like I'm fumbling around trying to get that sandwich.
Sure, yeah. 14, that's pretty high. So you being an expert police officer, like you have been a police officer for quite some time, a number of years. Like, you've kind of fuddled your way through it lately, but that doesn't mean that you're not some top cop in Miami, right? Like, you kind of have that presence. So you do notice around you, the proprietress is still kind of side-eyeing you guys every now and then. You can't tell if it's customer service or her keeping a particularly close eye on you in particular, because she's only every now and then looking at you, Kalashnikov.
Every time she does, I try to mirror the way she looks at me.
Okay.
And I unbutton one of the buttons from my Hawaiian done-up shirt.
As you do, sure.
And I pop the collar.
Tete-a-tete.
Not quite sure what the stimulus response will get me.
I mean, it's working. She's still looking over. And so, Remy, what would you like to do?
All right, I'm going to explore the. I take it they have a walk-up bar.
Yes.
Or something to that, and
yeah,
most likely a barkeep, shining glasses and
There is a
Cleaning up
barkeep behind it. He's trying to kind of clean up everything. You do notice his movements are kind of weird and jerky.
Weird and jerky.
Yeah,
All right,
it's kind of I don't know. He's creeping you out a little bit.
I'm gonna take a seat at the bar and just watch him until he notices me.
Okay, so you just he finishes polishing the glass, kind of looks up and then looks over at you, almost like surprised, but like his face doesn't register any kind of surprise. And he kind of moves on down to the bar, but like almost like a side strafe sort of situation. It's very weird. And he looks at you and is like, "Hey, friend, what can I get for you today?"
Well, I think I'm gonna get myself a bud. Also, do you have pants on?
As far as I can tell.
All right.
One bud coming up, and he just reaches down underneath. He does this weird bend at the waist thing, that instead of like bending at the knees, and then he grabs, which by itself isn't weird, but you know, and he grabs the beer and he reaches up and he kind of pops the thing off with his bare hand and hands it to you, and he's like, "Ha ha ha! Little trick I picked up in college." And then he kind of like turns around and wanders away.
Oh shit! I think he's a robot.
That would actually be a really fucked up twist.
Can I do like just a cursory investigation of this guy?
Of course.
To just notice if there's. There you go.
Yeah, if you have awareness or awareness plus any kind of investigation or something like that.
Was I supposed to add the numbers together?
Yeah, sure. And then
I've got investigation 3
Nice.
and awareness 4. Would that make it a 7?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Plus
that would
2d6.
be. Yeah. This roll I just threw down instead of a +3, it's a +7. So that's
okay.
15.
Okay, perfect. So you made it over the difficulty. So you can kind of see this guy is triggering your what's it called? Uncanny Valley big time. Like there's something weird about him. He's like, it's more than just like instances, little bits and pieces. It's the whole vibe is really off.
Miki Tiki has subscribed to us. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And so yeah, he just kind of has not made eye contact with you since you stopped interacting with him, and he's gone back to like polishing glasses and stuff.
Okay. I'm going to do when he looks away to grab another glass or something, I'm going to look over the bar, see if there's like a track he's running on or something.
Okay.
A plug.
He is running, so he looks like a person, but he's like standing on what looks like not a track per se, but it's like a long metal rod that's laid into the floor. He hasn't stepped off of this rod. But you can't see any kind of connector or anything like that. It's super weird.
What kind of detritus do we have on the bar?
There's cups and stuff, and just like napkins, coasters, little maybe like half-empty glasses, shit like that. Like just like the after effects of like what a party would be, kind of thing.
Is there a bowl of pistachios?
Let's say yes. This is a high-class event.
Okay. I gotta take the bowl of pistachios and just pour it into the track, and call him over.
Okay, so he comes over and he looks down, and he says, there seems to be some mess on the floor, and he does this bend at the waist thing again, and starts sweeping it up into like a broom dustpan situation.
I was hoping it would get caught on it or or something.
Good try, but yeah, no, he does that weird bend at the waist thing again. You're like, what?
Well, now that he's bended at the waist and looking at something else, I'm going to do a tactical fly over the bar and land on him.
Okay, give me I'm gonna ask for your fitness and brawling then, because you just threw yourself at a guy. No, wait, fitness athletics. Because you just had to haul your ass up over the bar.
All right. Oh my God!
Oh, so that's a crit. So okay, so you so you jump over the bar, you clear it easily. How do you want to land on this guy? Like, describe the scene to me.
Honestly, I want it to be kind of haphazard, but so I didn't have much of a plan other than this guy is fucking weird. Yeah. So I do this vault over the bar, and I just land on him ass first, and just kind of fold him.
Okay. Let me see something here real fast. 1 second. I lost the Roll20 page. It's in here somewhere. I have too many windows open. Okay. So he, because you land hard on him, like your butt slams onto his back, like his upper back.
Yep.
You are like, I'm gonna take this fool into the pistachios, but you land on him. He doesn't budge. It's like you hit a solid metal table. Like you just land and your tailbone is screaming at you.
Oh.
And he's like, "Friend, what are you doing?" And then straightens up, and you go flying backwards.
All right. Well, I'm going to.
So Remy takes a fucking tumble.
Are we all there?
Oh,
seeing
take
this?
a header.
Yeah, of course. You watched him jump that would. You're all in the same room. But you definitely would have seen this.
You
see Remy flying backwards in and out of view behind the bar, kind of thing.
Can I go back there to recover him?
You can do whatever you want, yeah. But the bartender's like, "Friend, why did you do that?" And he's holding like a corkscrew in one hand.
I am going to lie and say that I slipped.
You slipped. I don't even creativity and something that makes sense, Dave. What do you got?
Not
Bullshit.
composure.
Do you want some help there, Dave? I could come over and give you an alibi.
Commodities, investigation, interrogation.
I got street cred.
Creativity and composure.
Okay, sure, that works.
All right, so that's only a +4, but
Plus D6, plus 2D6.
Oh,
Believe in you,
Yep.
Dave.
boop.
We believe
Pretty
Dave.
good.
I got a 12.
That's, yeah.
12 is not high enough to make it sound like you slipped up and over and across a bar to land on a dude.
Sam, are you okay? You look like you're dying.
Help.
The point
There's
is
a lot of
everyone else
stupid
is
happening in a
having
very
fun.
small amount of time.
Are you not?
I'm fine.
I slipped,
Fine.
Okay,
and now
so
I'm very badly injured.
he straightens up and he's like, "You shouldn't be back here, friend. This is for bartenders only." And he's coming over and he's got like one of those punchy corkscrews in his hand.
Oh, jeez. My ass.
Maybe get out from
my ass.
behind the bar, friend.
I think I'm gonna try and get up and get back over the bar.
Okay.
So that was a +8, I think.
Yes, it was.
Hey, I rolled pretty good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the it's not hard to get up and over the bar. You're a pretty athletic dude, so
Yeah.
like you just kind of put one hand on the table and up you go. The bartender, however, has started. He pauses, stops. His head kind of does this weird like back and forth motion, and then his eyes turn red, like glowy LED red. And he slides he slides around to the edge of the bar and is like, "Hey friends, you went behind the bar. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave."
Okay.
Hi, Jared Hammer here. I didn't go behind the bar. I'd like 4 tequila sunrises done with Jaeger instead of tequila right now.
That's positively vile, Tom.
I'm hoping he doesn't have Jaeger, because this place would definitely have tequila, but it probably doesn't have Jaeger.
Ugh,
So he might have to go search for it. I'm hoping this works.
because you know what you need in 35-degree heat is a fucking shot of Jaeger. Ugh. God.
It's a terrible idea. It's going to be a terrible drink. I don't think this is going to work.
For all those who don't know, Jägermeister tastes like cough syrup. It's just revolting. Anyways, so he pauses for a second. His eyes stop glowing. He puts down the corkscrew and he says, "Absolutely, friend. I can get those for you right away." And he kind of scooches around back into the bar and then comes in and does the weird bend at the hip thing and gets the drinks all ready for you.
As he's doing this, I turn to Remy and go to a different room for the love of God!
But that man either has a weird case of pink eye, or he is a
Robot. Definitely a robot. Robots!
He is such a robot. He broke my ass. I limp away.
Broke my ass. Yoko, go with him to keep safe. I'll watch Kalashnikov.
Why do you have to watch me? I can beat a robot.
I'm watching Kalashnikov.
Why?
Because the lieutenant told me to.
Did he?
Yes.
I think the lieutenant trusts me.
No.
What, do you want him to walk off on his own? I have to stay here because of the drinks. Someone has to go and keep Remy safe. Buddy system! Buddy system!
So, Dave, what do you want to do? This hyper-aggressive robot you've managed to avoid so far.
I feel like he is limited by the track he's on.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just, go across the room and turn my back to him. Maybe its facial recognition isn't good enough for back of heads.
It is the 80s. Okay, so does anybody else want to interact with the environment at all? Do an investigation check? Maybe look around?
I would love to do an investigation check.
Also,
Sam, roll off.
Please, I would like to do something.
Okay, both of you can. I'll give you both different things.
All
So, Sam, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I will go first.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on. My investigation is 2, and my awareness is also 2. So,
Oh no!
but I would like to roll just to see what happens. 15.
Sure. So 4 plus 2d6.
I did that. It was 15.
15 is huge, so 15 gives you something pretty good. Around the bar and the lounge area, you're kind of noticing in the darker shadows there are people. They're all kind of laying about here, and everyone's kind of being really quiet. Everyone looks like they're sleeping. And then, would you like to go over and look into one of these people?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay. So I'm going to need you to do you said your awareness is 2?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an investigation roll, Sam?
I do. It's still 2. I have influence 5. Would that help? In any sense of the word.
Influence, eh? Yeah, you can absolutely direct some of these other goons to use their better skills and things to do stuff for you.
Alright, cool.
Wait, you could influence Kalashnikov.
Oh,
Why haven't you been doing that?
I could say, hey, do you want to get a lieutenant's good side? How about do some actual police work and prove that you can actually be a police officer? And maybe he'll give you back your badge.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, let's do that. So, could I at that point use influence composure?
Sure.
Alright, so then that's 9.
9?
Yeah. In total. Hang on. I rolled.
Oh!
I got 20 on that one.
Okay, Kalashnikov, do you feel like a 20 would
You could direct me with a
affect
piece
your...
of cheese and a fucking string. What are you talking about? No one has ever tried it before.
Okay, then Kalashnikov, would you like to use some of your skills to maybe do a check for Yoko here?
All right. Miss Yoko, you make a compelling argument. I am curious what the deal is with the madam, though. Should we investigate her?
At some point, yes, but let's investigate these other people who are asleep first.
Okay, Okay, I'll investigate them.
So your awareness and investigation would be a good roll.
Yeah, alright, that's gonna be pretty strong, actually.
Yeah, I will.
Never mind.
Well, the difficulty was only a 10, so you managed to ace it. You get closer to these people, and you see a guy just kind of slumped over. He's kind of holding cards in his hand at like a poker table with like a couple other people around, but no one's really moved for a while. And you just kind of assumed everyone's just kind of like taking their time with their cards or something. But yeah, they didn't look up at you approaching. They didn't interact with you at all.
Check his neck.
As you go and press your fingers on his neck, he falls out of the chair.
Did I get a pulse, though?
I think he's dead, sir.
Was he warm? Was he breathing?
You notice he was not warm.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, room temperature, it's Nevada, right? So, I mean, everyone's starting to get a little bit stinky. You did realize that these guys are they're getting kind of foul. And as you look closer, you see that not only are they propped up in the chairs, but the cards are crudely stapled to their hands to keep them upright.
Bless you.
Go so tight. Go so tight again.
There you go. All right. Like everyone in this fucking room is murdered?
It's as you look around and you notice similarities between this person and other people in the shadows and stuff like that, it's starting to look pretty fucking grim.
They're all robots. Or dead. Either way, we're in trouble.
I have bad news.
They're all robots. Try again, stupid.
Are they dead? Okay.
Madam, oh no, I think it's time for some desperate action.
Don't call me madam.
What?
Not madam, please. Don't call me madam. That implies other things.
All right, Miss Oh no, I think it's time for something more desperate.
Alright, okay.
I'm going to try and pump the madam for information.
Oh god.
It's going to be a firm interrogation,
Oh no.
but I'll give it
And
all
also-
I've got with a good
No,
thrust.
hang on, I'm coming with you. We're just.
Oh,
we're
you want
gonna
to watch?
No, I'm gonna be doing talking. You
No. My turn. You've had your bet. I want to do something
fine,
stupid
fine.
Go
now.
ahead, Tom.
While they're
yes.
causing the
Oh,
ultimate of all distractions, I am gonna look for the secret passage. Because undoubtedly, this is a bordello. They have the servants' tunnels to get people around so you don't have to see the girls doing all this other stuff. There's undoubtedly a secret passage somewhere in this room. That's what I'm gonna spend my turn searching for.
All right, I want a. I don't know what your character sheet specifically looks like, but I need an awareness or investigation or
Done.
something that makes sense to you, like something that your character would use to really kind of like
Investigation,
look into this
awareness, and I got a
intellectual
13.
puzzle. 13's not high enough to. You notice that there's a lot of. It's very decorated here. There's a lot of like sconces. There's crown molding all over the place. There's a lot of like very old timey. It's a very Victorian building. Like it was designed and built in a certain way to kind of confound the senses almost. You know what I mean? So you can. I'll tell you though, at a 12, you did notice that the bartender's he's kind of hovering around a certain area more than normal. Like one
Okay.
part, like a picture, like the right end of the bar. Even though he's finished cleaning glasses, he kind of tends to hang out there more than usual. Even though he kind of patrols up and down the bar, so to speak.
Okay. One, he's obviously going to pull on a bunch of sconces as he's walking towards the right-hand side of the bar, just in case there's a
Just
secret
ripping
passage.
sconces off the wall.
just not ripping them, but just a light fiddle to see if it twists or it pulls. So, it's always a sconce in the movie. He's just grabbing these and just touching them as he goes across. Can I do a thorough investigation of? Then can I do a thorough investigation of that section of the bar that he seems to be hanging around a bit more?
Yes, you can.
Okay, same roll then.
Yep.
15, slightly better.
That is better. I'll take it. So you do notice behind the bartender, you can kind of see there's a panel that's kind of not quite the same color as the other ones around it. Like it's so imperceptibly different. Like that they put it in, like it's the same paint color, but you know how it is when you go to repaint a wall and it's like faded over time, kind of thing. Or it's the same color, but one's brighter than the other, sort of. It's kind of like that. We're like, wait, one of these things is not like the other.
We have 3 normal successes. For the players.
3?
3.
Okay. So yeah, you did see something weird back there. Like something's definitely like that panel of wall was recently redone, kind of thing. So that would be what you were looking for if you're looking for like a secret entrance or a secret of some sort.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Now I just have to get rid of the bartender.
Yeah, that's tricky. Remember, 1980s robot.
Trick.
I know the trick. I'm gonna go to the bartender. I tell nothing but lies. Was that statement true?
Well, if you tell nothing but lies, then clearly your statement is false, fella.
But that would make the statement true, wouldn't it?
He's got you there.
I don't know. That broke my head. So I was going to argue back about this and do the whole thing, but I don't know how that works. So I'm like, okay.
But the statement's a lie, but that makes it true. But he tells only lies. That can't be true. It means it's a false, which means it's a false, but it has it's true. But
He's got you there, man.
So the bartender's head explodes because robots, and he just kind of like bullshit and falls over.
Yeah, just slumps onto the bar. All part of my plan. Everyone into the secret tunnel, as I say.
And then bursts into flames.
All part of the plan. I smack the panel as hard as I can, Fonzie style.
I'm gonna need
on to phase 2 of my terrible ideas.
Give me a fitness and brawling check if you have it.
Fitness and brawling? Oh yeah. I was a quarterback. I got this shit. That is... Oh, there we go. A 19.
So your fist goes right through the garbage drywall that they've set up as the door for this thing, and you end up punching something metal behind it.
Ow. Can I pull out the metal piece?
You can pull your arm out of the wall.
I'll pull my arm out of the wall just first. Alright, I pulled my arm out. What? Go ahead.
Okay, so this robot is like on fire on the bar, and is like it's getting better. It's getting worse, because no one's put him out or anything. So you see through the hole in the fist that you've made in the fist, you see a metal grate. You're probably gonna have to clear up more of this drywall to see more down there.
Okay.
Dave, what have you been doing? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I take the 4 drinks that he made and I use them to douse out the robot while Dave does his thing.
That's a good idea.
All right. Well, seeing that you have figured out a secret passage of some kind from across the room, nursing my ass, I'm gonna do a quick hobble walk, get my ass over there. Serves you fucking right, you goddamn automaton.
So, okay. So, you guys have found an entrance. As you clear away the drywall, assuming nobody else wants to do anything.
Oh, I thought I was going to
Everyone
suggest
good?
to Madam, but I can put it on the shelf until later.
Well, someone's got to distract her while they're fucking around with the drywall, because she's been looking over at you guys, so that's the thing that's going to happen.
I will take the bullet for the team.
Okay, so you guys want to put the drywall thing on hold while Kalashnikov covers you?
Yes, we will jump to them and then he come back to us later.
Okay,
Guys, I don't know
I'll
what's
jump back
about
to
to
you and
happen.
Remy doing the drywall thing. So, Sam and Mike,
Right.
you
Just so you know, I don't know what's about to happen, but I want you to know that I do it for you and the rest of the guys
Please
any
don't.
day.
Don't, please don't.
Because we're friends,
No,
co-workers, and we're cops.
no.
Madam!
Mr. Kalashnikov, yes. What can I help you with?
That's indeed the question, isn't it? What can you help me with? You see,
Whatever you need.
I need a lot. I've lost a lot. Forgotten more. I'm not sure of a lot of other things. But I think a woman like you could set a man like me straight. With her own unique special set of skills. If you only show me the way.
Are we talking about sex still?
Sure, whatever you got on the table, ma'am. I don't want to assume.
Well, this isn't exactly a therapy session, but, you know, we can definitely help you out if you're feeling blue.
I mean, you know, whatever you got, right? Like, I'm not... You don't go to a McDonald's and ask for fried chicken. That's just not how it goes, right? I'm just like, what you got? I want it. Give me it.
All right, so she ends up bringing you, she ends up walking past you, and she trails a finger across your chest as she walks past you.
Yes, that
And
is
she's-
arousing.
And she kind of walks upstairs, but as she passes you, Kalashnikov, I want you to make a fairly difficult roll for... I'm going to do your reasoning and your composure. So it's not going to be very high, but I want you to see if you can roll to see if you can evade her womanly wiles as she passes by you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is that good? I got a 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like her perfume is cloying and deep, and it kind of enters your nostrils, sort of like a smoke almost. It's crazy. It's just something that like it trickles its way in and just like seeps into your mind, and then you kind of like snap to all of a sudden, and you're not quite sure what that was. But she walks past you and starts leading up these stairs up to the upper level.
See, sometimes when I
Invites
feel
the
like I
both of
lost
you.
my way, I think of the badge. That's what guides me on the straight and narrow. I'm gonna bang this weird robot, madam.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Don't bang her.
Why
Just get the information and leave.
Yeah, I'm pumping her for information.
No, sir, that's not what you said.
Hug her, all right.
All right, so we go on up.
I just love how grossed out Sam is by this. It's really fun.
I feel like Yoko Ono is actually ace as fuck.
Maybe, I don't know.
At this point, she just might be like, because she's just disgusted by everything.
I mean, we are pretty disgusting people, so that's not a huge challenge.
So, you follow Mistress Trouble up the stairs, and she guides you past a number of rooms where you hear an assortment of noises coming from them. Some of them is just weird slappy noises, and some of them is just like a grunting sound that doesn't sound like sex, but what the hell do you know, right? And then there's some rooms that where the doors are closed, some rooms the doors are open, and the ones that the doors are open, you can't really see anything through them, but they're very well laid out, like bedrooms and stuff like that, with very like there's dressers and accessories, we'll call them, just kind of strewn about all over these rooms. They're very much into like their playrooms, basically, if you get what I'm saying.
All right.
And she leads you in like past this, and she says, "This is what we have to offer," and kind of does a little spin around, and you hear like some kind of sexy noises, but some of them are weird, not really coming together for you as being very sexy.
Sounds like a goat in one room.
Like I'll hear. Meh.
Oh,
All right.
oh yes.
All right,
Yes,
madam.
that does it for me.
I'll have you know, I never expected to find an ongoing relationship in a place like this,
Mr. Potter.
but I'm quite flattered that you involved me in your romantic tete-a-tete.
Well, ever since we saw you on the news a couple of years ago, cleaning up Miami, was it?
Yes.
You've
I
become
cleaned
quite the
Miami.
national celebrity.
I am?
Well, I mean, you arrested a corrupt DEA from
I did.
from Miami, did you not?
Well, I wasn't alone. I had the rest of my team with me.
That's why we have them here with you.
Mm.
We must make sure that your entire team is taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can start. I'm good. I'm just. You're seducing me, madam. I'm quite flattered, really. I never thought.
There's a bit of back and forth here, Kalashnikov. You need to give me something to work with.
Well, I don't know what you like. I never entered into a romantic relationship with a lady like you before.
Poor Sam, honestly.
Yeah, no, all of us are like snickering, giggling. Sam, you look like someone's like punching you or stabbing you ever so slightly over and over again.
Right in our sex life?
Look, I legitimately have to like tell you guys this. This is my husband actually does have a lot of fucking riz. But the problem
Does he?
Not right now, but like in general,
Conditional.
he does, right? So when he's being charming, he's actually very, very charming. When he's this, he's a giant mutton head, and I get worried.
What, you think it's gonna get stuck this way?
Yeah.
It's not.
You know how sometimes when people go like, oh, if you make a strange face, they're like, oh, it'll get stuck that way. I'm scared that sometimes his personality will get stuck like this, and I'll have to deal with it for the rest of my life.
What, you're afraid he's gonna become a Kalashnikov and like, I cannot stay married to this man anymore?
No, I'm afraid that he might do something stupid, and I'm gonna have to go, no, I'll have to bail him out now.
Okay. So you guys are upstairs dealing with Mistress Trouble and
Yeah, the joke I was trying to warm up to is that Kalashnikov thinks Trouble's legitimately seducing him, and that he doesn't know what prostitution is.
Yes.
He thinks this is a romantic engagement, not an affair that he has to pay for.
Yes. So she goes on to describe the different packages, and we'll just kind of black screen that for a second.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to where our two goons have discovered that the wall isn't quite what it seems to be.
Hold up, you mean I have to pay for this? Kalashnikov doesn't pay for sex.
What do you think I am? Some kind of floozy?
I can get and have sex with whoever I want. It's easy. I was
Good.
getting
From
you.
upstairs, you hear.
You sounded like you wanted me. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So from upstairs, you have to pay for this. That's bullshit.
Good. Kalashnikovs, keep them in order. How we doing, Remy?
Oh, I'm doing all right. What are we up to here?
Just punching drywall, I guess.
Yeah,
right,
so
well,
you guys
Hart-
clear the drywall out, and you see the beginning, or like the front face of an old-timey elevator.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of those big ones you have to move the screen back, and it's got like the grate and stuff like that, and it's like one of those kind of like you got to crank it sort of things to get to move sort of ones. And so you see, it's an old elevator. The lights are on. It's still in good shape, but it was definitely behind a wall for some reason.
I've been in one
Hastily
of those. They're
put up wall.
terrifying.
Keep in mind, like that wasn't
Best of
very well done.
times.
Oh, sorry, the chat has a great idea. We should make some Molotovs for the road, just in case, because they can also be the torches as we go down.
There's no bad ideas, just ideas we haven't properly implemented.
Many bad ideas.
You know what?
Sam, that's up to you guys. There's a bar.
Yeah, Sam, this whole game is bad ideas. The continuation forever. I mean, Dave, if you're up for it, I think Molotov torch each.
Oh yeah. Let's get to work. I'll go find some rags. You find the right proof.
I find the highest proof shit they got.
You can use bar rags, or you can use like strips off the shirt of the robot that's currently smoldering on the.
Yeah,
it's not quite out, but he's not enough to be a problem. So.
Got to take that corkscrew of his and cut his shirt down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, it smells pretty gross, like in there, because you got like electrical fire smell.
Oh, God.
So you guys find this elevator, and how would you like to explain to everyone else that you guys have discovered this kind of thing?
Are you suggesting we leave a note?
Well, you got to tell Kalashnikov that you found a fucking secret elevator, but he's up there with trouble. So what do you do?
Well, he's in God's hands now.
We could just have me storm out there for. We could just.
We're not the Marines. We leave a man behind.
I'll take a. You know what? I'll pull a pen out of my jacket. I'll take a bar napkin and write "found elevator going down." Then I'll take a fork and I'll stab it into the door. So that's the first thing they see when they come into this room.
Well,
I
we can cut
guess.
back, and I can justify us leaving really easily.
Okay, so she.
She touched Mr. Winky. Ah!
Hold on, ma'am. I thought you were here entering into a sexual congress with me. I didn't understand money was going to be paid here.
Well, usually there's money paid. However, ever since I saw you on the TV, and I saw what a hero you are, Kalashnikov, I'm in love with you.
I know.
I need you to come back to this place with me and be my husband.
What place?
This place.
Well, then we don't come back. We're already here now, aren't we?
I need you to be here with me and my husband.
All right. Well, hang on.
Kalashnikov. And
know?
she kind of steps up to you, and her eyes turn bright, like LED red.
Uh-oh.
She's like, I vibrate in all the right places and know every secret of how to love a man. Come, be the king of the fembots.
Uh-oh.
Kalashnikov is deeply torn. This is a really good offer.
And she steps up closer, so she's looking you right in the face, and you see, like, the bright red eyes, but you hear, like, a low-key vibration coming from her pants.
I feel like this is the same problem Arthur had.
I want you to roll the same thing you rolled before, with the
composure,
reasoning, and was it composure? Yeah.
my 2 lowest stats.
I know. It's almost like I chose them on purpose.
I got a 9.
You get above a 10?
No.
Ah, so you feel the blast of perfume hit you in the face again, and this time it's lovely. It smells like vanilla and strawberries and everything lovely in a woman, and you just can't. You take it in and you inhale, and it just kind of
a 4th normal success redeemed for the players. We have 4 of them in the bank. Does anybody want to use them?
It's up to
I
you,
don't know,
Mike.
Mike. Would you like a freebie?
I kind of do, but I also don't, because I feel like Kalashnikov deserves something happy. But he's a cop.
There's nothing happy here, I assure you.
Okay. It's like, madam.
It's literally a vibrating robot that is trying to seduce you.
For some men, that's enough.
It's every woman he's ever dreamed of.
Stop making out with your Marilyn Monroe bot.
For some men, that's enough. Ma'am, madam. He puts his hand on her face.
She's like, oh, I like that.
Okay, stop sucking on my fingers for a second. All right. For some men, that would be enough. I won't lie. I have fan fiction I've written about this exact situation when I was a little tot. But I can't. I'm a cop first, and a cop foremost. But if you're willing to come on the straight and narrow and with all your girls, that would be different. We could make love work, but it's gotta be with the law. So shush, my beloved. And tell me that you'll turn away from this life of crime and clearly murdering a lot of people, which I do have an issue with, though I probably have a similar body count to you. In a way, we're the same.
Both in the bedroom and in reality.
In a way, we're same, but also very, very, very different. Because you're a woman and a robot, and I'm a man. And human.
And not a robot.
And not a robot. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
What's wrong?
Come on, role play. Come back.
All right. I gotta check on my wife. I love her. Right. If you can
She knows what she signed up for.
I did.
But if you can
It's
come
terrible.
If you can you step into the law? Follow a life. Your fembots would probably be really good cops.
She stands there and listens to you. And you can tell, like, it's processing. Something's going on in there. Like, she's just standing there and gone quiet and just kind of staring into, like, the middle distance.
The hard drive is
And all you hear is, like, a grinding noise, like a disk drive from the old 90s.
Come on. Find the readme that says love is real.
And she says, error, computation denied. And then her eyes open again, and they're, like, bright, like neon red. And she kind of... she takes 3 steps back, and I'm very sorry, Sam, but she pulls down her top, and she has machine guns for titties.
Oh, of course she does. That's how that works.
It was just like in Kalashnikov's fan fiction.
Da 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 da.
And she's like, if you won't come with me, then you won't come at all.
I've got
And she, all you hear is like a spooling wind-up of like her tits starting to activate. You might be in mortal danger.
Here's the thing. In Kalashnikov's brain, he's not in danger. I will explain why. Because if she had accepted his offer of love, it would have meant she was a person. But if she is a machine and she can move around and she does not accept his love, she is not a person. She is a vehicle. And there is no vehicle Kalashnikov cannot crash.
Oh no!
So how are you going to treat her like a vehicle?
Like a fucking
Don't say
surfboard.
rider. Don't say rider.
Yeah, sure.
Like
First,
what?
first you have to find the steering wheel.
No, I'm not putting my hand like that.
Oh, that was a terrible joke, Colin.
What?
What a high caliber of woman.
Oh, that's great. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna drive this woman. Huh? I grab her around the waist and plant my head directly between her boobs so the guns will be shooting past me.
He's just deaf now.
Oh, no.
And I proceed to suplex her into the ground.
All right, so you roll up on this robot who just starts firing off machine gun rounds. Your face is planted firmly between her tits, and you're accidentally motorboating her as the recoil is shoving her body back and forth. And you grab this robot, and you somehow German suplex it. I'm gonna need an athletics roll from you because I don't believe that you can do that.
It's a drive roll, sir, but okay.
It's a drive roll.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Is that fitness drive?
I'm gonna say yes for lack of anything else.
All right.
You do know
That
that
is.
people think that we're gonna have the weirdest sex life now, right?
12.
12? Well, she definitely wasn't seeing this coming, and her programming did not respond well to a melee attack when she had instigated her ranged attack. So you do suplex her into the floor. So she is very heavy, way heavier than you thought.
She go through the
And
floor?
you fucking plow her into the ground. She doesn't go through it or anything like that, but she hits it like a sack of concrete. And I believe you have a gimmick called Fiery Wreck.
Yep.
What does that do?
No.
I'll explain.
Oh no.
Firing a gun at a parked or crashed car always causes it to explode.
Okay, so you didn't fire a gun at the robot or anything like that, but she is in a tangle of limbs on the ground and is like being weird and spidery, trying to get up and kind of like on all fours, you know, like a creepy little monster, and is coming towards you, and she's like, "Kalashnikov, I love you!" And her voice is all like getting garbled and destroyed because you did suplex her into the floor and broke some stuff.
Yeah.
So she sounds like a demon coming after you, screaming how much she loves you.
Yeah, I know. It's normal for a breakup for me.
Okay, so you guys downstairs hear this ladder thump garble, and you hear this, "Kalashnikov, I love you!"
And also,
And you just hear, "Oh, God."
Yeah, Sam hasn't done anything. Were you watching that whole seduction?
I legitimately saw the nipples come out, and I was like, "Get down!" And you just charged instead, and I'm like,
So it's at the bottom of the stairs. You're at the top of the stairs going.
"Why?"
Mop.
The other
Sam, is there something
Remy
that you'd
and
like
I
to
are
do
just
this
turning
time?
around the corner, looking at what's going on.
Yeah, Sam, was there something? How would you like to respond to Fembot Royale?
You know what? I'm gonna start taking out my gun, and I'm gonna.
That's probably the smart move.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at. Are there any other robots that are coming out, or is it just her still?
It's just her still,
All right, then I'm gonna try and shoot her.
because this just happened like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Not even like you
I'm gonna try.
had
And,
no time to react.
I'm gonna try and shoot her. So that
Here's what the
would be
chat is saying.
athletics, firearms.
It'd be firearms and probably fitness if you're gonna like whip a gun out and take aim kind of thing.
Yeah, fitness. I will do that.
Is your fitness? What's your fitness at?
My fitness is at 4.
Perfect. Okay, so firearms should be
3.
fairly high too.
It is at,
Okay, cool.
so
So it's 2d6 plus 7.
Hiya! 17.
Ooh.
So you nailed it because she was being all creepy and skittering along the ground. So I made the difficulty 15.
Huzzah.
So yeah, you definitely take aim and you fire this pistol, and it hits her and she gets knocked back and slumps to the ground, and then raises herself back up by the waist,
Oh, God.
and you see liquid metal form back into her head.
Wait, no! Are we
Yes.
fucking Terminator? No!
Are we Terminator?
There's Terminator!
Uh-oh.
And she just forms back into a person, and you see the eyes go bright red, and she's like, "That hurt, dearie."
No!
And then she just kind of like slams her hands into the ground and propels herself back up to her feet.
Oh, no.
Right,
We went
you two
from
take care of
Austin
that.
Powers
We're
to
gonna go
Terminator
downstairs and see if we can
really
turn this whole shitbag off. Or should we help them? I don't know. Remy, your choice.
Like I said, he's in God's hands now.
You guys are the worst. We leave men behind all the time.
But how armed are we?
We have
Like,
those
you all have,
grenades.
pistols and stuff, and you have a grenade and a couple of, I don't know, machine guns and stuff. Like, you guys grabbed like a handful of like small arms weapons and stuff like that from the gun show.
And a crate of ammo from Walmart.
Yeah, I guess. The guy there did not bat an eye.
Wait a
Not paid
minute.
enough.
Remy, we have our torch Molotovs.
We just made these.
We just made Molotovs.
You did just
Fire
make
is the
Molotov.
solution.
Quick,
Fire
let's,
might be
let's
the
get
solution.
upstairs. All right, I'm gonna race upstairs with a Molotov and a lighter.
All right, so you guys, so Mike and Sam, you hear the pounding up the stairs of these guys coming.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
I think it's yours actually.
I'm gonna suplex her again.
Wow, that's quite a
Really?
feat.
Yeah.
It
But it's the
doesn't
only
stop them in
attack I
wrestling.
can make that she can't catch me doing. This time I'm doing it from behind.
Well, you do have a gun, and your firearm skill is pretty good, so
Oh,
you
okay.
could probably shoot at her and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I will also shoot
Because you
her.
plowed her into the ground, she backed off, right? And then you are able to kind of like unholster and go.
What's the shooting roll for? Like it's firearms, but what's the stat for it?
It's either fitness or awareness, depending on what you're doing, or depending on what kind of gun you've got. Like if it was a sniper rifle, it'd be awareness
You
firearms,
also
but
have three
since it's a
normal
pistol, it'd be fitness
Alright,
firearms because you're.
I'm gonna use the
more-
normal. I'm gonna use the normal success to shoot her with a shotgun. In the leg.
Okay. No! The round goes off. You, for some, I don't know where you got a shotgun from, but we'll call it. And you blew her like clean off because it's a big buckshotty monster. And she just goes down with a thump, and she makes some kind of gurgling, screaming, kind of a staticky noise.
Stop, my love. We can end the pain now. We can.
She's
reattach
like,
your leg.
and her pointed like knife fingers are crawling towards you across the ground. Just, I love you.
I loved you too. It's someone else's turn. Then.
Sam, would you like to respond to this insanity?
Yeah, I'm just gonna empty a clip into her. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm just gonna hold the trigger down until it stops moving.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my
That's all
god.
I got.
So,
It's either that or I
how
try
many
to
shots would you like to
wushu this
make?
shit,
Just
and I'm like,
everything?
Pardon. Sorry.
Well, how many shots would you like to make? Just everything? Just like
Yeah.
unload?
Yeah, cause cause otherwise I'd have to try and wushu this, and then I don't want to wushu a fucking Terminator.
They might be like Superman and super allergic to magic. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Pretty much, just all right. So let's just. Oh, there's a normal success. There's another normal success. So it's just like, okay.
So, okay, Sam uses a couple of normal successes to just fire off her gun, point blank into this robot of doom. So Sam's just standing over her Tarantino style, just like, blam, 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 blam. So the robot is on the ground. She slumps to the floor, is just shuddering from the impacts of the bullets. You can see the metal trying to reform again, but it's every time you do it, it's getting slower and it's more lethargic because her reparative abilities are under dire stress from all of the gunshots and stuff like that. That and Mike took her leg clean off, so I mean she's trying to recover that situation too, right? So well done. You guys, Blues Brothers, what are you doing?
Molotovs.
Molotovs.
All right, so you get to the top of the stairs, you see this nightmare monster just
Oh,
like crawling
baby.
towards Mike. She's like,
Baby.
Kalashnikov, I love you. Why do you forsake me?
I'm gonna stand, hold the Molotov, go, baby, you don't light my fire, and I chuck it at her.
Brutal.
I mean, if one'll do it, I'll save mine.
Well, yeah, she bursts into flames because she's covered in burning alcohol, and like the blue fire spreads up and down around. And as she starts popping and sizzling because the metal is bubbling and stuff like that. she starts crawling through the fire a little bit, just kind of like and like it's basically like a skeleton, but not really because it's a robot. So it's super fucking dark. But yeah, but she's not quite dead yet. Dave, would you like to finish her off with your cocktail of misery?
You know, if a second Molotov will help the situation, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the second bottle hits her right in the head because you're like accidentally very accurate. Like thunk, and it just kind of like explodes, and then
I do not like what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. So it just hits the already existing fire and just goes up. So the whole building is just it's catching fire. You guys have you're terrible with property management, honest to God.
Kalashnikov, you have strange taste in women.
She chose me. That was the part that hurt the most. I don't
I
suppose
think that
there's any
says
way
more
I could
about you
recover-
than you realized.
What was that?
I think it says more about you than you realize.
I think the worst part is I kind of want to recover her head, so maybe we can patch something together with the relationship. I mean, there's only so much damage she could do if she was just a skull, right? Oh no, would that be okay?
Oh, by the way, we found a secret elevator in the bar, by the way.
Oh, we should go deal with that. Oh no, is that okay if I keep her head?
No.
Please. She loved me though. Haven't you ever loved anyone?
She's giant robot made of metal.
But love can cross the battlefield.
Stop. Stop.
Maybe I could fix her.
No.
You mean bloom on the battlefield?
Sure, that sounds better.
Maybe we should put this out with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be going down an elevator in a minute,
Yeah.
I'd rather not come back up that elevator into a fire.
I mean, if we stay down there long enough, it's just going to be a smoldering group. All right, we'll do it. We put out the fire and then let's head down.
Okay, fair enough. So you go and
First time
I guess you
we've
kind
done
of
that.
stomp out the fire, or you find a fire extinguisher, whatever, and you go and just kind of you find this elevator.
Yeah.
So well done. You've
Tom's
discovered
got
all
it.
the things in the house that I set up for in the plot. So well played, everybody.
Tom's got it.
And
Before we go down the elevator, I'd like to make sure everyone has an emotional support Molotov cocktail as we go down, just for safeties.
That's a good
Oh,
call.
good. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, from the doors, all you see is a bunch of the noises around you have stopped. It is ominously quiet right now.
Oh.
Underneath one of the doors, you hear a squelching sound, and then a pool of blood comes underneath the door frame.
Oh.
And the doorknobs start unlocking and opening, and other ladies of the night are appearing into the hallway. Wouldn't you like to stay or go?
I think I'll go.
I think we'll book it, Dano.
Yeah, let's just book it.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that blood does not suggest Shark Week, so we should get.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go down the elevator, and it rattles downwards and stuff like that, and you come across a garage.
Ooh.
Now the garage is full of oh wait, I forgot. Sorry, go back. My mistake. One of the main goals was to find Norm. I think we've forgotten about Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norm.
Yeah, let's find
Yeah, Norm.
Oops, Norm. Right. Oopsies.
We got it.
Yeah, the hook.
The plot hook. My bad. Okay, so Norm is in the garage.
Kicking down doors.
Yeah. So you find Norm in one of the rooms. He's being covered by two of the fembots, in that they're kind of like laying on him and kind of like giggling, and he's kind of giggling, and they're not doing anything like dirty per se, but you can tell he kind of just got finished because Norm's got some panties on his head and a little bit of lipstick on his face, and he's not wearing much. So you guys are like, Norm! And he's like, Kalashnikov, thank God you got here right on time. I need some help with these ladies.
Sorry, ladies. He's out of cash.
It's like, what? I'm not out of. What are you talking about?
He's
As
out
the
of
women
cash.
kind
You're
of
out of
get
cash.
off of him.
Yeah. Let's get him out of here. Come on.
But I needed help with these ladies. I was in trouble.
Yeah, I know. I was too. Such deep,
How?
vibrating trouble.
So, yeah, it was crazy.
It
And this
was.
one, she stole my gun and shot the phone out of my hand. It was nuts. These ladies are insane.
Yeah, they are. They can't be replaced.
What are you doing? What's going on? I heard a crazy noise from the hallway.
I fell in love. Warm.
Fell in love here?
I fell in love with a beautiful woman. Like any I'd ever seen before. She could crawl like a spider and had artillery inside of her. And she was technically a vehicle. She was perfect. Perfect woman for me.
Oh.
But it wasn't real, Norm. It's fake, Norm. Do you hear me? They're not real. The love they is Tom okay?
He's having a minute.
So stupid. I love it.
It's not real, Norm. None of it is. It's all fake. Like Nevada. It's not a real state after all. The point is, we gotta put an end to this, Norm. This carnival of lies. Is the chat okay?
This carnival of
Oh,
lies.
yeah.
So, Norm is like, he looks really sad, and he's like, well, let me get my things out of this closet then. And he goes over to the closet and he opens it up, and he's got his shirt and his pants and stuff like that in there. But you also see, like, a lot of weapons in the closet, like a lot of guns. Like, I'm talking like chock-a-block loaded with guns. And it's covered in, like, missiles and like bombs, like stuff that should be on an airplane for some reason is in there. And it's got like googly eyes, and it's been painted on, and one's got like a suction dildo stuck to it, and it's getting all sorts of crazy in there. And you're like, what the fuck, is that a rocket? And Norm's like, yeah, isn't that crazy? It's a replica.
Functional?
It's a replica, yeah.
Thank you, Tip, for donating 100 bits. Keeping Sam's sanity from slipping too much.
Thank you, Tiplar. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's toys. Like, they're just made of toys.
So hang on, are these actual authentic explosive devices? Because we can end this real fast.
Yes.
Guys, does everyone have the same idea I have?
I do. I reach into the front of my leather pants and I pull out that grenade. The only place it was safe.
Just throwing it out there. Should we check the basement before we blow the place to be a fiery crater? Because that kind of
we
what.
can deliver to the basement.
Yes.
Again, the viewers need to know why this is happening.
Do they?
We can end it. Yes. Yes, they do. As Channel 6 Action News reporting live, the viewers deserve to know what caused this fembot hell to exist.
All right, we'll ride the bombs down. How about that? You
And
okay,
then
Sam?
collapse the whole building into its
Hello?
crater.
All right, compromise. We load everything in the elevator. We all go down. Break.
All right,
Break.
come on, Norm.
Okay, sorry. I think my thing freaked out. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my cam is all wonky, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah, Norm. So just because my sound cut out. Just reiterate to me what is what are you guys doing?
We're taking all the bombs down to the lower level. We're gonna drop them off, pull the pin on the grenade, get up, and get the hell out.
Deal.
And hopefully
Sounds good.
figure out hopefully figure out what caused all these fembots.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Not.
So, okay, you go down in the elevator. Like I said before, by accident, you descend into a garage. Now, in this garage are all sorts of cars, like just hot rods and dune buggies and all sorts of like really cool cars that are being saved. And there's obviously like there's a rack of keys against the wall, and everyone is like is saying like and you just managed to you put together that a lot of these cars are from the dead people upstairs. Like they're just collected as a way
Get
to
that smile off your face, Kalashnikov. I can see it from here.
It's just Kalashnikov is running his hands along all these cars. Guys, we can't blow this place up. It's too pretty down here. I was wrong.
It's too.
The real beauty's down here in the basement. The kidnapped princess of cars.
Kalashnikov,
So-
pick one that survives. We're blowing this whole building.
A harem.
So behind you, the elevator closes and starts ascending back up, which probably isn't a good sign.
Ah, shit, it's been called.
Yes, it has been.
So, what if
What if?
we set all those explosives and bombs and things next to the elevator to go off, and then we drive out of whatever ramp this parking garage has?
Oh, there's a ramp.
Is there a door? And is it locked?
You can see at the end of the well, it's kind of like a hangar, more or less, that you're like an underground bunker hangar situation. You can see against the wall there is a garage door that would lift up, kind of thing.
Where's the garage door button?
Most likely with the garage door. Like it's got one of those
they have
uppy
one of
down
those big
buttons.
Yeah, no, there was like one we could hit and then run on the way out, run out kind of thing.
No,
Yeah, you can hit it and it opens. Yeah, you just gotta
somebody
open
has to
it.
be next to it to hit it, and then somebody else can drive and they can jump in the car.
No. We can shoot it on the way out with guns.
That's
We're
not. As someone who used to have one of those giant fucking garages with a giant button, you have to push it. You can't just shoot it.
What does the GM say?
I don't know how you do that at home, oh no, but that's not the Miami way.
It all depends on what you roll, doesn't it?
What if you just throw a grenade
Into what?
into the button?
Total the controls to make sure it never opens again.
Yes.
Anyway, what's a cool... Hang on, I need a really cool 80s classic car.
A Thunderbird?
I'm going to give you 30
Hemi
seconds to look up as cool a car as you can find.
Hemi Cuda with the racing package. It was the dorkiest looking car on the planet.
You've
It was
watched
meant
too much
to-
Top Gear.
What that?
You've watched too much Top Gear.
Yeah, well.
A Ferrari F40.
Sure. If you want to have that car, then you can, for sure.
I'll take a 65 Aston Martin.
Oh, fuck that. No, a Lamborghini Countach. That thing is
Oh,
so
a
fucking
Countach!
80s.
The Lamborghini Countach only holds 2 people and not much else.
Yep. Barely holds gas.
It's a land rocket.
If it's here, I'm going to take a Barracuda.
Sure, I'm giving you guys whatever you want as far as cars go, because this is an extensive collection, and a lot of people who come to this sort of thing are either important people or rich people, which are unfortunately not with us anymore. So
Yeah, I'm in
you
the
may as
Lamborghini.
well steal their more than likely ill-gotten gains.
College DeLorean has just given us the best answer. Is there the 66 Batmobile down here?
Ooh.
No.
Oh. That's okay.
Oh.
The Lamborghini
Because I
Countach.
just like fun. Of course there's a Batmobile. You can have
Yes,
it.
I'm taking a Batmobile. I'm taking a fucking Batmobile. Whether the Tim Burton or the Adam West one, I'll
Well, the
leave
Tim
to
Burton
you,
one
but I'm
isn't there
taking
yet.
one
It's
of them.
the 80s.
Yeah, so the
Is it? Is it?
60s.
I said
Batman.
yes.
All right, I'm taking this Batmobile.
You can have a Batmobile. Okay, fine. So here we go. This is the good shit. Are you ready?
All right.
Sam?
Yes.
So, this underground bunker, you are able to find your cars, and you hit the massive underground garage door that leads to the upper ramp going out of the bunker. You ready?
Yep.
Ensue epic car chase. We're doing Mad Max style right now.
Oh, yeah.
You guys drive out into the desert. You're revving and controlling. You're learning this car. It's a Lamborghini Countach, and it drives like a wet fish. But you managed to figure out how the fucking rear engine works, and you're just blasting down the fucking down through the desert.
I am an Olympic driver and a safe driver. The character can never lose more than one greater injury or fatigue in a car accident, and I can make quick tops and all kinds of fun spins as long as the car can physically do it.
Yeah,
your car
Lamborghini
can't be
can do a
damaged.
lot. So, so you guys are taking off and you're driving away and you think like, hooray, we've gotten away. And then all of a sudden behind you, you hear like a cruise ship air horn. And dune buggies and pickup trucks with guns attached to them. Like, Dave, what are they called? Like a pickup truck with a big old gun in it?
Oh, a technical.
A technical. So you hear them revving through the desert and punching through sand dunes, chasing after you guys. And there's like and you see just people from like Mad Max style goons just riding on these dune buggies and hanging off of them and holding like guns and firing them into the air, and they've got axes and all sorts of crazy shit. Basically orcs.
Oh boy.
So they're bouncing and rocking over the sand, shooting like gunshots, and RPG rockets are flying all over the place, and they're trying to just gun you down in the most majestic way possible. Would you guys like to defend yourselves?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yes,
Do you
definitely.
have any bombs left over? No, I still have a Molotov.
You have a lot of shit. Whatever you remember you have.
I have a Molotov and this grenade.
Perfect. So you've got 2 thrown weapons. But you also managed to steal a bunch of weapons from the closet and stuff like that as well. You guys packed it all into your...
Oh yeah, the stuff that wouldn't just detonate.
Exactly. You guys were bringing it all with you. You decided to not blow up the house, but you decided to take it with you, right? Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It's,
so there you go.
It's easier to find guns by robbing a local kingpin than it is to go to a gun store. So
That's what I'm saying.
We learned a harsh lesson.
So here's what I know what I want to do.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Why don't you start the way, and we'll see what everyone else wants to do afterwards.
I take a power turn, open up the door of my car, let a
Nice.
bomb roll out towards them, and then I shoot it.
Jaws style.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I get I want you to roll to see if you hit the bomb. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, let's roll 2d6 plus 8. 17.
Perfect. So yeah, it's a small target. It's bouncing around down the ground because it's it's a bomb. But you managed to nail it with your gun, and it goes up in between 2 separate dune buggies. They roll over, just kind of like, and flip upside down, and just kind of like skid along the ground and explode. So there's a couple of those guys left. There's a couple of technicals, and they see their team already losing people, and they're going to end up rolling and trying to hit you as well. Mm-hmm. So they have big machine guns on the backs of their trucks, so they kind of just like ratchet the slide backwards and hit the trigger, and they're going blah, 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 blah. And there's just bullets all over the place, but they're having a hard time hitting you, obviously, because it's very bumpy terrain, and they're in a back of a pickup truck.
It's also the 80s where bad guys can't shoot for shit.
Bad guys can't shoot for shit. So I'm gonna roll 2d6 plus, let's say 4, and I'm gonna aim to hit your I don't know. Let's see your speed, because you're in a car. Your frame's going to be non-existent because it's a Lamborghini and it's not exactly built to take a lot of punishment. But I'll see if the speed is where we're at. So I think that we're going to hike up your speed a little bit and make this a tough roll for them. So let's see here. We're going to roll 2d6 plus 4 because I've decided that their gunnery ability is like a 4 because it's a big gun and you don't have to do much aiming with it. So we got I snake eyes.
Oh no!
That's
an
snake eyes. Harsh. So the gun jams, and you see this guy. He's like smacking onto it, and he's kind of trying to rack the slide and stuff like that, because they're probably old surplus guns, right? And they are goons and don't take care of them.
Yep.
So he's trying to like rack the slide. He's trying to hit the trigger and rack the slide and hit the trigger, and you just see the gun just explode because he's gotten it all gummed up and jammed up, and the whole thing just erupts in the back of the truck, and the guy falls out, kind of thing. I'm going to do another roll for second technical just to see what happens, and we get a 14. So this guy ended up raking your car with bullets. None of them puncture through to the cockpit because you're swerving and I'm assuming doing evasive maneuvers. Do you want to roll for evasive maneuvers?
Sure.
So we'll do speed and awareness. So your awareness number plus your car's speed, which we'll say is a 6. And then we're going to do 2d6, and I'm going to say that you tried to swerve out of the way for any major damage.
Okay, hang on. I'm just doing my drive roll.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
16.
So yeah, 16 is more than enough for sure.
Yeah.
So you ace it, and you take cosmetic damage across the hood, which is not where the engine is, and like windows are cracked and stuff like that, but you're still rocketing through the desert in this thing. So that's gonna be my turn, and then we're gonna figure out what Tom and Dave want to do, and then it'll be Sam's turn.
Dave, after you.
I gotta let Sam go first.
Okay, we're gonna hold action then, and we'll let Sam take a turn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So Sam,
I want
what's
to know
up?
what Sam's driving.
I was just gonna have a motorcycle because
Cool.
that's just how
Yeah.
Yoko works. Also,
Right on.
I believe she had a motorcycle at the beginning anyway, so she's just grabbed a motorcycle. And also because
Motorcycle works for me.
so also because of the fact that I realized that I have like this ability, it's called Frogger.
Yep.
Which I believe which allows me to jump onto cars easily.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
So I'm gonna go up next to drive up next to one of the technicals and jump off the motorcycle and onto the technical and kick the guy off from the machine gun.
Perfect.
With my-
So for that, we're gonna need to. I'll do it all in one roll because you're gonna jump from the motorcycle to the technical, and then beat up a guy. So we'll do a combined roll, where we'll do your fitness.
Yep.
And do you have brawling?
I do have brawling. I also have athletics.
Are they the same number basically?
Athletics is 5, brawling is 4.
Okay, it'd be more athletics because you're trying to do like a jumpy, like swinging your body onto like a higher elevated platform situation. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. This is the wushu action. in action.
It's got to be done.
It's got to be done.
You have an obligation. Oh, you
18.
killed it. So yeah, that guy goes flying upwards. He had no idea what happened. He's just rocketing along, and he's like holding his gun, waiting to get in range. And all you hear as the motorcycle rolls up. Sam jumps out, does a roundhouse kick to this guy. He goes flying off, and we'll say that your motorcycle goes by itself for a little bit, wobbles, rolls over, and explodes on its own. Because why not?
That's how motorcycles go.
It's like it's a moving rocket on a rocket bomb. So now you are in control of the technical, the gun part.
Yeah.
So this is like Rambo.
Yeah.
In that one scene where he takes control of the gun.
Yeah.
And now you can choose to do whatever you want with it. And it's such a big gun, I don't even know what the stat line is for it. So we're just gonna say whatever you point it at is gonna just vaporize.
Alright, sure. There's other technicals around, I'm assuming, so we're
Well, they're at one that is still. There's one that's still driving, even though his gun blew up. He's still very kind of out of it.
Yeah.
But the guy that's driving your truck has not realized that you took over the gun yet.
Yes.
So, what would you like to do as a surprise action with this machine gun?
I'm trying to figure it out properly.
What do you do with what is effectively the hand of God? Like, what do you do?
The
right?
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser of weapons.
So there's only 2 technicals?
There's a couple of dune buggies kind of like whipping up and around, and there's a technical that still has a guy driving it. Like he's gonna try to do something with that truck. I don't even know what, but
Okay. Can I shoot the other technical? Like,
yeah.
And then have it crash into one of the other dune buggies?
I mean, we can try if you. So I'm gonna need to get your firearms for sure.
Yeah.
And awareness, I guess.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is your awareness low?
It is 2.
Okay, but your firearms is fairly high though, right?
Firearms are 3, so that's 5.
Okay. So see what you can do. I'll make this as an easy roll because it's a big old gun.
Yeah. 9.
Nine's okay. And nine's not exactly where you want to be, but it'll do something. So you whip this gun around. It's on like a pintle mount, so it's got like a little pole attaching it to the bed of the truck.
Yeah.
And you're standing up holding it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you kind of swivel it around, and you just hold the trigger down and start raking fire at all of these guys. They like one of the dune buggies just kind of fucking you mince its tires and it slides to one side, but unfortunately hits a hill and just rolls over and just skids down the ground. So we'll say that you took out one of the dune buggies, and then you kind of have to reload the gun a little bit by kind of like just making sure it doesn't overheat, kind of thing. Dave, what would you like to do?
How many combatants are there left?
So there's just a couple. There's like 2 or 3 dune buggies and one technical still coming for you guys. But then there's also the one that Sam is on, or sorry, Yoko is on. But the driver's still driving aggressively towards you. He doesn't realize that Sam is still on the car, is in the back of the truck yet.
So I'd like to use a particular thing I hear. I have a gimmick called Magic Bullet.
Yep.
I think I didn't write down the blurb for that, but
that's okay.
I want to use that and either put a pistol bullet into one of the dune buggy drivers or take out a tire in that they start flipping into a exploding wreck.
Okay, so yeah, we'll call it that then, and we'll say that you end up making a shot towards the driver. So I'm going to need your ballistics and I guess athletics then, because you're trying to like hold your gun steady while you're shooting at these people.
I have firearms 4, and what was the other one?
We'll say athletics because you're trying to hold your gun steady.
Oh, I didn't know I could do. I thought it had to be one of the 5 majors on the left-hand side. But okay, yeah. Athletics plus firearms.
Oh, sorry. I meant fitness and firearms. My bad.
Okay, so that's
sorry about
4
that.
and 4.
Got them mixed up in my head.
Crap. Okay, I got a 13.
Perfect. So you, because of your feet, you ended up reaching the point where you can actively shoot that level of accuracy while driving a car. It's very difficult. And you end up putting around exactly where you're aiming because you moved into it, kind of thing. So you just had that everything slowed down and you just made sense of the situation, type of thing. And so one of the dune buggies then just kind of the guy he gets hit and he slumps over the wheel and it kind of just rolls into one of the dunes and goes flipping up and over, and you just don't see it, but you just see a fireball come up from behind one of the dunes. So it's just like kablamo.
All right.
And then Tom, what have you got?
All right. I'm going to let Oslo take the wheel while simultaneously driving the Batmobile while filming.
Yes.
I'm going to take 2 wired microphones with me.
Okay.
And I also have Frogger, so I'm going to stand on the hood of the Batmobile while reporting live. Just like, Jared Hammer here during a high-speed desert dune buggy pursuit. As we've known, we've just dealt with a whole lot of fembots attacking us, and none of this is happening. And now, the action! And as this is happening, I'm going to run parallel to Sam's car.
Yeah.
With one of the microphones, I'm going to whip it across to the other side and, like, hook it onto the car and, like, spin it like a grappling hook. So that there's now a tense XLR wire running between the cars.
Okay.
Followed by breaking into a whole bunch of the dune bikes.
She's a motorcycle.
Oh, no.
Well, she had a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
It's exploded.
It's gone, yeah.
Oh, that's tracked.
So
a lot of chaos.
I've now made an XLR garrote wire traveling at very high speeds towards these bikes.
That's insane. Okay, so yeah, we'll say that 1 or 2 of them get caught in the wire. All this, and they see just this wire slung across the way, and they get like you end up taking out a guy holding onto the back of a dune buggy, and he just gets clipped by it. It's just wiped off the thing. We're gonna do. So at this point, you guys are looking pretty old, fighting clear. And then behind you comes this screaming womp womp, and an 18-wheeler land train starts riding up across behind you, and it's this monster truck with like extra cargo capacity in the back, and there's armor plates, and it's being driven by someone you recognize. Kalashnikov! Join me!
Do I know you?
You just see this melted, waxy person driving the car from their hands, holding their head up. Kalashnikov! And it's like it's being screamed out of a loud hailer over the course of from the truck. Join me one last time, I beg you, please.
Oh, was that the madam?
It is the madam.
Oh shit, you got ugly.
Kalashnikov, join me in bringing down organized national sports.
Wait, that was what this was. The door opens up. That's what this was about.
We can overcome this international cabal of thieves and grifters together. Sports is just games on TV.
Yeah.
No man should be able to wield so much power.
They don't wield power. They're being exploited heavily. There's a rampant problem in sports exploitation of various demographics.
It's true! I was in the Miami Dolphins for several years. That's exactly what happened.
You are horribly misinformed, madam. Well, now you're just silly. You okay?
I think I died somewhere in these 2 hours.
Just Kalashnikov's head around the corner of his own car going, wait, that's what this was about? Sports? Why not create infrastructure? Oh god, this will be stupid. Ooh. Thank you. Oh no, you got me out of a grenade situation there.
Grenade situation.
Yes. Blown up
Sam's
Sam?
face on that. I want to give.
Sam, you know how they say don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes? Your eyes were just so wide and like of fear and anger.
So what are you gonna do about this lead? This thing is coming at you. It's huge. It's got like a double rack of trailers in the back, and it's huge. Like,
this is easy.
Sam, you've got.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's
we
easy.
have Molotov's grenade.
Oh, not
Okay,
even.
what?
I got tons of explosives in my car.
I have literally a fucking machine gun.
And my car's shaped like a wedge. We can make this fucking sick.
All right, well, hit me. What have you got?
Well, Sam has the machine gun. I don't want to.
Do you want it, Sam? Do you want to fire the machine gun?
Do you want to fire the machine?
Do you want to fire the machine gun at the land train?
Ho ho ho! Come on. 14 land train.
14 works. It's a huge land train, and you've got a machine gun. So you spray this thing down with bullets. You tear apart pieces off the front of it, where like the hood and the engine are, and like the windows and the cockpit are shattering. And all you hear is Kalashnikov from the crunched up, burnt out thing, and it's still going, but it's not looking so hot.
Oh boy.
Anyone else want to get an action in on that?
Well, I am in a Batmobile.
So do something with it.
How does an oil slick work in this game?
I don't know. But do you want to do an oil slick?
It's a Batmobile. I might as well, right?
It may as well, yeah. Just so you get in front of the land train, you flick a weird little switch that is unlabeled amongst like dozens of unlabeled switches. So God knows how you knew it was the right one. And then this is black, horribly environmentally unfriendly oil pours out of the back of the Batmobile, just coating the ground for like a couple of, maybe a dozen yards in each direction. And the land train roars over them and just starts spiraling and just like contorting itself. And it's just like it's looking really wonky, and its tires are all slick with oil and covered in sand, and it just hits a dune weird, and instead of going through it, it goes up it and around and just slams onto its side on the ground, just sliding along the ground.
Dave,
and stops.
Use Chekhov's grenade. It's time.
It's finally time.
Do it, you beautiful
Use-
man.
Use
All
one
right,
of the
well-
automatic successes we've stockpiled.
You know what? I think I might.
You may as well use them.
One
They're
of them,
there
anyway.
to be used.
So I'm gonna drive at the war rig, and I'm going to pull the pin with my teeth, hold the spoon, and as I drive by, I'm gonna pause for almost pull to a rolling stop, and I'm gonna flick it overhand, using one of those automatic successes. Hopefully, it goes down the into the cabin.
So as you see this spindly claw hand just like pierce the window of the cabin on the side door, obviously, and like slam into the chassis, and you see another one come up, and the robot, what used to be Miss Trouble, pulls itself out of the cockpit, and it's like, and this grenade lands right in its mouth. And she's like, and it just explodes, and it just blows her all over the inside of the cockpit, all over the thing, and it's just liquid metal just dissolving into nothing. Because I don't know, I don't remember how T-1000 does. So it vanished. It just disappeared. It's made of plasma or something. So you've defeated the land train. And in the back of it, you find out it is carrying a giant ICBM missile.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
Like, we're talking heavy hardware here. It's huge. Like, 2-story missile that is definitely illegal and was stolen from some government or another.
We should call the cops.
What the hell was going on in that whorehouse?
Hello, me. He's not working. I got a call. We got, like, does anyone have a cell phone?
Now, Yoko,
Oslo!
you should call the cops.
Oslo, get the phone!
I'm reporting it in. That's me. It's my job.
Oslo, the phone.
Oslo, oh no, phone!
So, in the interest of saving time, I have one little thing left. So we'll say you guys called it in. The ICBM was recovered by the government. They give you a quickie oopsie daisy speech and tell you to shuffle on home. You get home. All of you, all 4 of you are called into the precinct by the lieutenant. And he looks at you, and you can see the years in his eyes.
Sir?
And the grays starting to form in his hair.
I think we should.
He says, and he's not even looking at you. He's like facing out the window. You can tell he's praying for a better time. And he says, somehow you clowns have done it again. Full reinstatement as per the governor's orders. What you did, I can't even imagine, and I don't want to know. Take your gun and badge. He slams them down on the table.
Sir, there's something I should let you
Get
know.
out of my sight. You're on patrol starting tomorrow.
Sir, can I point one thing out about this case?
If you talk anymore, I'm going to kill you and then myself.
Okie dokie. I was just gonna point out that we didn't blow up the building this time.
You're on patrol starting tomorrow. He turns around and opens up the whiskey drawer. Continues to stare
It's like a
longingly
filing
out the window.
cabinet drawer. It's like 12 whiskeys in there.
Yeah.
Kalashnikov. Yes, we did blow up the building.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we cratered it.
Oh, man, that's bad. Man.
So there we go. That's the ending of this particular episode. Miami Nights. We're not in Miami anymore, Toto.
Well, we are again now.
Now you are. Yes, you weren't. Like
yeah,
Judy Garland in her groundbreaking performance, you weren't for a little while.
It was a
Are you
fun
kidding?
adventure.
This is great. Canonically, Jared Hammer has a Batmobile now.
I now have a Lamborghini Countach. I am now a threat.
Reporting
always
live.
Oh, now you're a threat. You haven't been a menace destroying half of Miami before this.
Now I'm faster.
This is Jared Hammer reporting live from the Channel 6 News Batmobile.
Terrible things will happen. Yes, it's the Hammermobile now. I'm gonna put a new paint job on it.
There we go. What did
So
you guys
much for the
think?
news, man.
Congratulations,
That was
you got
fun.
through the episode. Well done.
That was fucking fun, man.
That was
Yeah.
so much fun.
Oh,
So I tried to cover as many things as possible and make them make as much sense as possible, and it only sort of did, but that's fine.
It was
alright.
for sports apparently.
What were you doing the Mad Libs
Organized
version?
national sports specifically, like the MLB, shit like that. Just mad at the MLB.
What an unusual.
No explanation why. It's just that's why.
What an unusual
Yeah.
thing to be mad about.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Anyways,
this was so
thank
much
you very
fun.
much.
It was fun, man.
If you guys would be so kind as to introduce your characters one more time,
Oh.
starting with our esteemed Big Mike.
Hi everyone, Big Mike here. Remember to become playing Anton Kalashnikov. Just a reminder that we are again back in 2 weeks with Sam's Blaze in the Dark, where she will more than likely make us pay for everything we've done. And you can look forward to getting these notes on Patreon from Jordan in 1 week's time.
They are there. I have them ready. I was reading from them.
nice.
All right, Dave, if you'd like to give
Yep,
us some rundown
I've
of
been
your character
Dave, playing Remy Colt, a cop on the edge. Now, international sex pot.
again. Yeah, we can do that.
And yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jordan.
You're very welcome. Tom, tell us about your guy and what's he up to
Hi,
next?
everyone. Tom, I was playing Jared Hammer, who now has the Hammermobile, who will now be reporting live on the streets in his customized ex-Batmobile through the rest of the series with any luck, until I
Nice.
destroy it.
And Sam, if you have any sanity left.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam, the production manager, and I've been playing Yoko Ono, who is desperately trying to tell her bosses back in the insert Asian country to take her home, please. It's not happening.
And we'll see if
The
they
only woman
listen.
with the job.
Oh,
Because you
Next time.
might have been their problem officer.
With your lack of corruption.
So we'll see if they ask you back anytime. You might be
going.
the Asian
Kalashnikov?
Mike Kalashnikov.
I don't think so.
I don't think I am.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no.
I am.
All right then. Thanks everyone for coming out. I really appreciate it. And if you want to reiterate, the next show is coming up. That would be a good time, I think.
Yeah, please come back for Blaze in the
okay.
Dark in 2 weeks' time.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Bye.
Bye.